right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the Way Up Better Nielson Show. Let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. Let's crack at 6 o'clock and log you with some sirloin bites.
Major Leagues.
Hi, it's the Major Leagues indeed. And the Toronto Blue Jays are off to the ALCS. Nothing else to talk about today. We'll
Spread the news.
Oh, B word.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he said a bad word.
Too far,
There's a lot of bad words said.
You know that whole
in that
Schneider
celebration
postgame,
last
I didn't
night.
realize managers swear that much.
Oh, he swore a
That must
lot.
be. That's a thing, hey, in sports?
Yeah.
Is that what they...
Coincidentally, Bruce Boudreau's on at 7 o'clock this morning.
Dang.
Darn it! Looking forward to chatting with Bruce. We are back. We are so back. Edmonton Oilers blow a 3-0 lead in their season opener against their bitter rivals from the South.
On cue, though. As the last 2 years, they made it to the Cup final
true.
and also dropped their opener. So everything is right on track.
If there's one organization, if there's one fan base that shouldn't be panicking right now, it's yours. But I say panic away. I say freak out. Freak out. Why not? Do you know why? Because in the last 2 years after the first loss of the season, people would have been freaking out. So if we're trying to keep everything the same, then go ahead, freak out, totally overreact.
I want nuts.
I'm here for that game one overreaction. Give me the game one overreaction. Let's go. Come on, we're not afraid of it. I'm ready for it. I got a few things I want to say. So we'll get into that as well.
Oilers lose
Oilers lose.
in an 8-round shootout.
That was pretty fun. We're going to probably have to come back around to 8
You
rounds.
could have killed that puppy off in regular. Just spare us the.
Save us a few minutes, man. We'll come back around to the Jays fired up. How fired up was Vladdy last night, eh? He had a lot of fun with that.
He hates the Yankees.
He does.
And that's something we can all kind of get
Warms
behind.
my heart.
Yeah, whether you're a Jays fan or not, too. It's just him hating the Yankees, and the Yankees in turn hating him is it's fun theater.
It's a nice little rivalry they've got brewing there with Vladdy versus the Yankees. So the Blue Jays, I will apologize to the idea of a bullpen game. I was very nervous about the bullpen game.
Oh, I thought you were the only one kind of behind it yesterday. Everybody else was stressing out. You said, listen, don't worry about the bullpen.
You're right.
You did pick them to make it to the ALCS, and you had full faith in that bullpen.
Yeah, I thought they could have even used a couple more guys. That's what I said. I said they should use all 10 guys.
Give them all a look.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Play them all, Schneider. So Eric's right. I just was trying to not brag about myself too much, but he's right.
You were courageous in taking the opposing opinion. We could all just said, "Oh, it's a bullpen game," but that'd be boring. You were trying to kind of into.
We do have the Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment coming up around 8:30 today, and might have to get to that.
How did your parents like the game?
I don't know if they were. I don't know if they were there or not. I don't know where they were last night. They're probably at the top of that tower out there having dinner or something. I don't know if you can do that. All right, so we've got lots to discuss. Obviously, the Oilers game last night, great start, horrible finish, and a shootout in which nobody could score in. So we'll get to that as we work our way through the show today. Obviously, your overreaction, very much encouraged. Hit us up, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999.
We also got a signing to discuss.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't have to talk about the game.
Well, I think as soon as I did like the idea yesterday on the post game. I think somebody asked Cass if the signing mid-game distracted them, and that's why they lost.
There were a few people. Do you think this demoralizes the players?
So no, you know what? Somebody's coming for your job. Maybe try harder.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know if that's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Yankees lose. Am I saying it right? I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Not in total Vladdy voice, but he was kind
of. Yankees lose.
One more.
Yankees lose.
Another one.
Yeah. Oh, they're being Ortiz. And you're the Yankees who were on the panel.
I'll be Jeter.
You're Jeter and A-Rod. The captain.
They were loving it after a while.
Yeah, in the end, you got to laugh at it. How could you hate it?
Right? Ortiz and Vladdy?
In the end, you got to laugh at Vladdy and Ortiz saying, the Yankees lose. Red texts in and says, Blue Jays gentleman sweep show? Well, that's a fine idea. I do say so myself.
I have my pipe in the other room.
I was going to bring my hat on, but I was an absolute mess this morning. I only have 3 takes for scalding hot takes today. I know. I hit 3 last night. Then I hit a block. It was like midnight. I had to pack because I'm going to Regina this afternoon. And then I was like, I'll come up with them on the way into work today. And then I got busy listening to a fantasy football podcast.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I am not winning today. I don't think I'm winning today.
Oh, look!
I would be very surprised.
He's pulling the U.
I would be very surprised if Gager chose me as the winner of Scalding Hot Takes.
Here we go. Yeah. The narrative has been
poor little guy.
That's my thing.
3 takes.
That's my thing.
You're alone in your bullpen.
Trev, I have more of a chance of losing than you ever did.
That's my thing.
You'll probably win with 3. Yeah. You could just throw the final 2.
I mean, the 3 are pretty good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could sit here silently for 2 takes and just pass.
I might have to, just as a bold strategy, but really just because of those 2.
This is your bullpen game.
That's a good one. Let me just write that down there. All right, look, we're going to get to look, we got tons to get to from this hockey game last night. The Nielson Show today and every day brought to you by our great partners over at Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Weiss Johnson, Edmonton's Train Home Comfort Specialist for nearly 50 years. Get 10% off any Train furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump unit and get 25% off the package price. 25% off. Get your home comfortable now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Train. train. It's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today. You can text us anytime, and the texts are flying in. It is the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. They're very flexible over there, as in, how about this for a payment option? Buy now, do not pay for a year. You can't beat that, you deadbeats. Just kidding.
This is like the dud stud thing.
Don't be a dud, be a stud at Paris Jewelers. You can find them at West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center. Amazing staff, awesome to deal with. ParisJewelers.com. They are Canadian. They are family owned. One of your text messages will emerge from the madness with the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza.
Oilers shootouts are great.
Yeah.
That worked out okay.
Combine crew was eating before 8.
Was that something last night?
Oh, they were there, yeah.
Oh, well, that sounds
Norm
nice.
says, good morning, gents. Last night was going great. Bryce the Sparky brought home pizza from Royal Pizza. They tweeted it out.
That's
The
what I'm
account
talking
was
about.
all over it. Jay's play of the game hit with the 88 goal. The
Yeah.
play of the day was on track. Just needed a win, and then he goes off with
Yeah, tails off after
Skinners
that.
and Bouchards. He
There's
even,
a-
he even says trade Skinner and Bouchard. So Norm's kicking it off.
Vance Van Vandervan to the inbox today, the Paris Jewelers inbox. Bouchard, you going to cover that puck? Skinner. No.
He's mad about it.
No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it right here.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that. Spruce Grove Corey is in. Kempe watch. Scored in the shootout last night to show the Oilers that he can help in that department.
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought he didn't look very happy there last night.
You did have the big game hunting gif after
Yeah, that was good after the Roslovic signing.
Yeah.
No, that was a lot of fun. We're gonna lay out the show for you today. It is brought to you by Weiss Johnson, and hey, keep those text messages coming in. Royal Pizza is absolutely delicious. You're an idiot if you're not trying to win it. So come on, let's go. 780-218-9999. If you're watching the show on YouTube today, I know everybody's sad today, but it's just the first game. Hammer the thumbs up for us if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com and our audio player over there. Tell your friends, text a link to your friends so they can join in and realize how easy it is to stream the show. And then, hey, if you're on 95.7 Cruise FM this morning, please text us.
Yeah. Misery loves company.
Yeah, well, it's the best type of company. It's the best type of company. Unless you're actually in the movie Misery, in which that movie, the company sucked. That was the worst.
Yes. The cast and the film.
It was
company.
that was a tough day for the company
Sure,
in that movie.
yeah.
If you haven't seen it, you don't know. But if you know, you know. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio for you today. They got that 3-piece, but that's a way to cheer yourself up today. You wake up, you're so sad, you have to go to work in the morning. Well, make plans for lunchtime to just pop on by Popeyes, 3-piece bone-in chicken, $8.
Or supper.
It's pretty nice, eh? It's pretty nice. All right.
Jays.
Well, we'll get to the Jays in a second. Morning announcements coming up. We've got your Prolux Lighting morning after show. Very happy to welcome Prolux Lighting to the Nielson Show family. We're going to have the Prolux Lighting bright light of the night.
Oh.
The bright light of the night.
I like that.
Yeah. They've actually made like this little trophy that they're going to keep track of.
So
and
that,
then we'll,
that
yeah.
could be a player or like an idea, I guess.
Well, I think it's mostly for players.
Oh.
But I don't mind the idea. Yeah. It pops up.
A ding. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get into your Prolux Lighting morning after show coming up around 6:30. We'll get fired up for Gemco Fireplaces. After 7 o'clock today, we'll get into the 7 o'clock hour, which will be brought to you by GameSense. Bruce Boudreau will be our GS Construction Hockey Insider and Analyst today. Can't wait to chat with Filthy Bruce. We'll have you. He was the guest of the year at the Estes. The guest of the year.
What a speech.
Incredible. The Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. Probably look at the Thursday nighter tonight. Where are you going to be for Thursday Night Football?
Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge, Century Casino 4 Road. It is Thursday, so it means smoked brisket cheesesteaks are on special. We'll have an NFL jersey up for grabs as well. Eagles, Giants, and your next chance to qualify. We're giving away a trip for 2 to LA to catch the Saints and the Rams. So we're there Mondays, which is nice, but it's a Monday. Thursday leading into a Friday. This kicks it up a notch there at Sully's.
Well, everybody's excited about
Yeah,
that. And a long weekend. Maybe people are off on Friday, so it's
You might as
full
well.
green light.
Yeah.
Full green light.
Get after it tonight.
Reid Wilkins, who was awesome on the GCL Diesel postgame show last night. Reid Wilkins will join us around 7:45 today, right after I got beef. Lots of people have to have beef today. All right, it's a very beefy city this morning after last night's hockey game. So do I got beef? Then we'll get into Reid Wilkins. Then we'll have kind of easy trivia. We'll have 3 questions too many. We'll have the Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment. Scalding hot takes happening on the show today. Selly Sports Bar and Lounge Thursday Night Football Challenge still to come as well. The 6 o'clock hour on the Nielson Show brought to you by
Ewell, your partner in power.
They're actually sponsoring Reid's Read on the postgame show as well. So you see a little bit of Ewell sprinkled in over on the postgame show. They're your power play specialists. Ewell has the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations. You can order online anytime at ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. We mentioned in the last 2 mornings. This morning's the last morning to get in the mix for those Oilers Canucks tickets on Saturday. All you have to do is pop by any of Ewell's locations between 7:30 and 8:30 this morning. Tell them EST sent you. Spend $200 on the gear as you head out to the site today. Head out to work today. Pop in, get your supplies. Tell them EST sent you, and you will get
a lower bowl. Eh? Is that lower bowl?
It gets you into the draw for lower bowl tickets on Saturday night.
Not bad.
To the Canucks and the Oilers. So you're gonna want to get your hands on. Get your hands into that draw for sure. So pop by today. It's got to be between 7:30 and 8:30 on your way out to a job today. Pop in there, get what you need. You spend $200, you get an entry into that draw for those tickets. Chris in Alabama this morning. Chris from Alabama texting in. Oh boy, to Stu Skinner. Clearing pucks would be great.
We would have also accepted Bouchard, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we'll get it. I mean, I got some things to say about Stuart Skinner. We'll probably get into it. And it's not what you think. I think everybody's probably going to be like, oh, Dusty's going to sit here and defend Stuart Skinner. No. Not today. That's completely unacceptable. What are we doing here? Anyway, we'll get into that. It's the morning announcements. Let's get into the morning announcements. Morning announcements on Thursday brought to you by the Go Track Social Club. Canada's original streetwear-style golf brand built on inclusivity. Visit www.gotracksocialclub.com. Use the code NASTY15 to save 15% off clothing accessories. Go Track Social Club. Golf is for everyone, baby. NASTY15 is the code. GoTrackSocialClub.com is the website. You get 15% off, and their stuff is not only good looking, but it's extremely comfortable. And I mean that as a guy who loves comfortable clothes. Their stuff's good.
I think we all have a shirt, do we not?
Yeah, I've got multiple. I've got 2 of those golf shirts.
The collared dress, nice and soft.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's so soft.
I like it.
Yeah.
Good material.
It's like
against the nipple.
It's like your mother's coddling you as a baby.
Yeah, it's like you're in the womb
when you're in that.
Yeah.
I mean, you might remember being in the womb because you remember being born.
Exactly what it's like.
I don't remember being in the womb, but I think it's exactly like a Go Track Social Club shirt.
It is.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, your mom's womb was so comfortable.
No, it was the place to be. That's what we called it.
Let's go to Trev. I want your words on this. Your thoughts on the game last night. How you dealing with it? We're gonna get into the Prolux Lighting.
How about Mangiapane?
Morning after show as well. Your guy Mangiapane, you've loved him forever.
Still don't like him.
Couldn't get a shot
What's
in the
he gonna
shootout.
do? What's he
even
gonna
though he scored and it was his team in a revenge, one of his former teams. What are we doing
going on
here?
there?
You're gonna put Bouchard in? Mangiapane has scored in the game and is a former Calgary Flame, and you're 8 deep. Give him a shot. Give him a shot.
You wouldn't.
He would have been my 4th shooter, probably.
You watch your mouth.
Like
Thomas Sex number 4, man.
No,
I'm loving that guy already.
Tom Asek?
I'm fully in on Tumasek. Tumasek.
Yeah,
Nobody knows. I'm pretty sure we heard 3 different pronunciations on the broadcast
Seriously?
last night.
No one knows.
Nobody knows.
Let it ride.
Nobody knows.
No one knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's there's a shootout. You know what? Honestly, it's just it was man. You know what? I go to bed at 8:30 nowadays.
Oh, you're not liking the late night, eh?
I had to stay up to watch that, man. Like to watch that, and I had friends and family saying, "Oh, good game, Trev. Like, good job. Let's go. You know, good for the Oilers. They won tonight." And then it was 3-1, and then it was 3-2, and then it was 3-3. And
they giving you the early messages?
Yeah, like I was getting a plethora of them. And so I'm like, you know, I think the Oilers have it, and then they didn't. Yeah, I mean, there's so many. You can look up the lineup first to fourth. I think Frederick, I don't know, man. Like, I think Mangiapane, from his 2 shifts that he got on the first line, he touched the puck and he was more involved with Connor and Leon than Frederick was all night. Obviously, there was the Skinner mishap there, which was just diabolical. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, I don't know. Like, and I was listening on pre and post last night, and Cass says you have a stinker. Goalies have one of those every 10 games.
Not this guy in game 1.
But like,
not this guy in game 1.
So the next 9 games.
Come on.
Like, it's the first game of the season, man. Yeah. Like, what are we doing? So, and I feel for him. Like, what I felt yesterday when they announced the video coaches and there was no crowd applause and you're just like, ooh, this is kind of awkward. That same feeling I had when that goal went in. I'm just like, oh.
The goalie coach.
Yeah, the goalie coach.
More like,
yeah, right? So I'm just like, oh, it was tough. Silver linings. I know Cass and Tommy, they didn't really like Ike Howard's game last night. I thought that was by far his most noticeable. I don't know if that's
I thought he was fine last night.
Yeah, I thought he was okay. Savoy, he's okay. He's pesty. I like him on the PK. Connor and Leon, absolutely hate them on the PK. Like, you think you want guys that are just, will get the puck, that will put their job on the line. Are they going to be blocking? You don't want those guys blocking the puck.
It's an interesting experiment, isn't it?
It is. And like, part of me, is intrigued by it because they do push back. When Connor and Leon got the puck, they're like, oh, okay, it's full defense. They go back and, there is that chance that they can get a shorty. But at the same time, like, you don't want to risk them. You want guys that'll block the puck or, get in the lanes. And I just don't think that they'll do that. So, yeah, it sucked, but I mean, we've been here before. It wasn't 8-1. It wasn't, what was it? Yeah, last year, 6-0. They had it, and I will say
this one sucks. Even you had a 3-0 lead,
and that's
you let
the
it
thing.
slip.
I like the first one. Is that really on Skinner? Like, that's going to go in on a lot of goalies. So I don't really like the first one. That's whatever. That's okay. The second one,
first one was a fluke.
The second one, I thought it was a high stick.
It was a high stick,
right?
Like,
so
I just don't understand how the National Hockey League. I had people tweeting me pictures of it where you could clearly see if you have
didn't have a good view.
I think Guy Flaming in the post game was in there. Old huge ass. He said, like, if you see a guy who has to knock the puck downwards to get it under the bar.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The stick was high. Like, it took the NHL one game to start blowing it from an officiating perspective again. And I've been there on a broadcast from a CFL perspective, trying to sort of handle things nicely with the officials, but sometimes you got to say it how it is.
Yes.
And that damn thing should have not counted.
The stick was high. But he waited for the puck. It
doesn't matter. Even on the views you saw where he waited for the puck, he batted it down underneath the crossbar. What are we doing? Use common sense.
If the puck is level with the crossbar, that's the rule.
The puck wasn't level with the crossbar.
I know, but that's the
like. It's just so
batting
brutal.
it down. He could have batted it like this, like over the top of his head. But as long as he hit the puck on level with the crossbar,
even after that goal, you still can't have the third goal though.
No,
and plus, on that goal, on the high stick goal, Regula needs to play that better. He, too, was swinging at the puck.
Yeah.
How about you just pick up the guy who's standing right next to you? I know everybody, and Regula was okay last night. But on that goal, if you watch it back, he's swinging at the puck, too. And I'm like, why don't you just push that guy out of the way, and the puck drops harmlessly, and then you play it out.
Yeah.
So that wasn't ideal. And then the third goal, look, last night, I don't blame Stuart Skinner for the first 2 goals. He gave him a good shot in the shootout. I mean, he took it 8 rounds deep.
No, the post also did.
Well, the post a couple times. The Oilers hit a post too. Kapanen sneaky little shot hit a post. Dustin, tough night for Skinner when you probably have the worst lateral movement in the league and the guy at the other end might have the best.
Yes.
Like Dustin Wolf's ability to stop on a dime and go back the other way. It looks like he's going to hurt himself every single time he's down on the ice. Like it's highly entertaining to watch. But Stuart Skinner can't blow that third goal. I'm sorry. Like, that's just unacceptable. You've been in the league for how many years now? What are you going to do? Why were you even holding it there for Bouchard? You're going to hand it off to Bouchard when you know somebody's right on his ass? Like, that wouldn't even have been a good idea in the first place. There shouldn't even have been a thought process about letting Bouchard take it. He had a guy right on him. Just cover the puck, man. Just cover it. Like, those types of things are why the city can't fully invest in Stuart Skinner. And that exact goal won't happen that often But goals where you're like, what are you doing? Those happen too much. That goal is not an acceptable National Hockey League goal. The high stick goal, whatever. Nice play, but it should have been called back anyway. The bounce off Phil, man, what are you going to do?
You don't even credit. That should be called an own goal.
Yeah.
I know to borrow from soccer, but I'm sorry. Like, that puck has no business going in the net. You can't credit a guy.
Yeah. But the third goal is just 100% unacceptable.
Yeah.
100% unacceptable. Now, Knobloch did say after the game, if you watch his post game, he had like 5-minute post game last night. He did say after the game that they lost the game because when they're up 3-0, they started to turn the puck over. And he's probably not wrong. However, your goaltender left the puck a foot in front of him with his legs wide open, and it got poked through. Absolute backbreaker. Cannot happen. Simply unacceptable. I'd start Pickard on Saturday.
Whoa.
I would.
Whoa.
And you know why I would? Just to prove to Stuart Skinner, hey, man, get your act together. You cannot allow a game-tying goal put on a platter right in front of you. Like, that can't happen at this stage of his career. It just can't. And like I said,
it can.
You can sit there and go, well, maybe he thought Bouchard was going to take it. Why would you give it to Bouchard when there's a guy right on him anyway? Cover that puck or bat it into the other corner. Like,
Bouchard's confused look as well. Mac Lemec says, it's bad when Dusty won't defend Skinner.
Man, you got to say it how it is. I didn't blame him on the other two goals. I thought he was good in the shootout, but he completely botched the game-tying goal in an embarrassing fashion. Even those of us who have thought most people are probably over the top hard on Skinner.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody in the chat today say, Skinner has one of these every game.
There's a middle.
No, he doesn't.
Well,
but that one was awful. That's one of the worst 5 goals he's going to allow all year. Might be the worst goal he allows all year. Like, that puck why was it even sitting in front of him? Like, it was flipped in from outside the blue line. He went down and it bounced off of him. Just control that puck.
His controller died. That's exactly what it looked like.
It's infuriating.
Oh, believe me, it is. And of all people, like, what could he possibly be thinking? Oh, there's Bouch. Yeah, he's very good with being under attack and very good under pressure.
You probably could have looked up and go, well, Bouch doesn't even really seem fully engaged. I should probably cover this.
He wasn't after it went in. He was like, what?
What are we doing? Anyway, we've got the Prolux Lighting morning after show coming up. Your reaction to 780. I didn't want a big Skinner rant on day one.
No,
but
I think you're earning your patch. I think you'll become a full patch member by the end of the.
Oh, maybe I'll be accepted by everybody.
The opening month. Yeah. We'll get you a vest and everything.
Yeah. All right, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Kelly Buttburger. That's kind of a funny handle. Kelly Buttburger over on the chat says, I wonder what Dustin's beef will be later today. Let me see. I got a few beefs. I got lots of. Actually, the very first one I have here is
plate.
I got beef with Skinner on the third goal. I'll have to move down to my next one. All right, Prolux Lighting morning after show is on the way. It's the Nielson Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson. We're going to get fired up around 7:45 today. We'll hear what Bowman... We also got fired up around 6:45.
I don't know how you don't have 5 takes. You should have 10, I'm
Actually,
sure.
I might have,
you get this.
I got to have some more here. Yeah.
Just keep that in mind and let the subconscious go.
Let me write another one down.
See, now they're flowing. Hey,
All right. Where are we going here? We've got a sports update coming up right now with Lieutenant Eric. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, tell your friends that morning radio in this city is now fired up. And they should join us here on 95.7 Cruise FM. We're going to be back over there right away. If you are on TuneIn, iHeart, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and YouTube, we got a sports update coming up. It's brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their showroom offers all the best and latest in flooring, tiles, and area rugs at the corner of 184th Street and 107th Ave. Open 7 days a week. What is this? The area of the net right in front of Skinner?
Nacho Man says, I blame Peter Aubrey.
What's the deal with this Peter Aubrey guy? Unbelievable.
Well,
tell Paramount Flooring EST sent you for 10% off your next purchase in store or online at paramountflooring.ca.
Poor guy doesn't know what he signed up to be.
Here's the update.
The Oilers would blow a 3-0 lead to lose 4-3 in an 8-round shootout to the Flames. Leon Draisaitl, though, scoring his 400th career goal. Andrew Mangiapane scoring his first with the club. And RNH had a goal, 2 assists, plus Connor McDavid chipping in with a pair of helpers. The Oilers will host the Canucks Saturday night. Oilers also signing UFA forward Jack Roslovic last night to a 1-year, $1.5 million deal. The 28-year-old played 81 games for the Canes last year, matching a career high with 22 goals and 17 assists. He had another 4 points in 9 playoff games as well. Other action around the NHL last night. The Kings would rally for a 6-5 shootout victory over Vegas. David Pastrnak had a goal and 2 helpers, leading the Bruins over the Caps 3-1. And Morgan Rielly would break the tie midway through the third as the Leafs take it 5-2 over the Habs. 14 games around the National Hockey League later tonight. Oil Kings, they'd fallen Medicine Hat 5-2 to the Tigers, dropping Edmonton to 5-2. They're back home to host the Moose Jaw Warriors Saturday at 2 o'clock. Start spreading the news. The Blue Jays.
Hey, Yankees lose.
Yankees.
The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose.
Yankees lose. Jays are off to the ALCS for the first time in 9 years following a 5-2 win over the Yankees, taking the ALDS in 4 games. Jays will host Game 1 against either Seattle or Detroit on Sunday, as the Tigers would force a Game 5 yesterday with a 9-3 victory over the Mariners. Cubs staying alive. They defeat the Brewers 4-3, and Kyle Schwarber hit a pair of homers as the Phillies would avoid the sweep with an 8-2 win over the Dodgers. Both NLDS resume later today. Dodgers at home to the Phillies 4:08, and the Cubs hosting the Brewers at 7:08. And Week 6 in the NFL kicks off tonight. It's the Giants and Eagles. You can join me for this one at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge, Centric Casino Fort Road. Smoked brisket cheesesteaks on special. We'll have an NFL jersey up for grabs, and it's also your next chance to qualify into a draw for a trip for 2 to LA to see the Saints and Rams in November. Sports Update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their showroom offers all the best and latest in flooring, tiles, and area rugs. The corner of 184th Street, 107th Avenue, open 7 days a week. Tell them EST sent you for 10% off your next purchase, in-store or online at ParamountFlooring.ca.
Bowman and Jackson stunned at the scene. Whole league shook, headlines in bold. New chapter written, the story unfolds. Connor skating, Picasso on ice. Skating with Leon, every move precise. Let's bring the cup home, make the city roar, raise it up high like never before. Bring the cup home, let the anthem ring. We've got the fire, time for 5 more rings. Hey! Time for 5 more rings. Hey!
6:38 on the Nielson Show. What's going on, everybody? Thank you very much for joining us. We are live on YouTube. We are live on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, live at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and, of course, live on the simulcast on 95.7 Cruise FM. Please tell your friends how easy it is to listen to the show on any of those platforms. If you're watching over on YouTube today, smash the thumbs up for us. That would be great. The Nielson Show today and every day, brought to you by our partners over at Weiss Johnson. Whoa. Chat with a guy yesterday who said his kids are all in now And whenever we do that, they also go, whoa.
It's a shame school isn't in. You're driving to school, you hear that jingle on the way,
man.
and maybe the parent buys a train whistle. You know,
The kids are being robbed of the good content.
Yeah.
Thanks, Danielle Smith. Just kidding. Oh, yeah.
Come on, you're wasting all right.
Use that as a take, too.
Yeah. You're carpooling. You got the big van, and then the parents got the whistle in the front, and you hear the jingle, and you kind of
It's too easy.
It's a fun way to kind of
it's really fun.
wake up in the morning.
It's really fun. It's really easy. Fired up for Gemco Fireplaces in about 10 minutes' time. What are you fired up about today? You can text us in the Paris Jewelers inbox at 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Let's get into a morning after show. So, man, tough way to return with a bad morning after show song.
That's how we ended this.
Here we go again.
Being a fan of the Oilers today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to have your say? It's a morning after show where we will talk about the game and let you know who you should blame. You want a show where you will know if the problems are still the same. You want a show every morning after the game. You want a show so people know if the problems are still the same. You want a show every morning after the game.
Could just do like a Jays morning after show too. If we kind of don't have to go down this road.
It's Nielson. It's Lieutenant Eric. It's YouTube Trev with you this morning. It is the Prolux Lighting Morning After Show, simplifying lighting with service you can count on, covering all of Alberta. Visit Prolux.com. Branko, one of his guys, was by here earlier in the week.
Portuguese tarts.
They're looking at changing some lighting here as well. But any lighting needs that you have, we're talking for your house. You need to pick this up. You need to pick that up. In fact, Branko's so good at service, I have one light out in my kitchen that Elizabeth keeps going, Daddy, why are you so lazy? Why not change this? I said, don't worry. Prolux is going to come over and take care of it. Yeah, I think so.
Shut her up.
I think that's part of this deal. Prolux will come to your home and change your light bulbs, you lazy bastards. Prolux.com. Check them out. We'll have your Prolux lighting. Bright light of the night. Doesn't necessarily have to be maybe the first, but, something that you would describe, someone that you would describe as a bright light. I think there's a couple of options there.
I think so.
Last night. But let's dive into this hockey game. Of course, you can chime in 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Things were looking very good for the Edmonton Oilers. One period in, McDavid's got a couple of points. He's covered the over 1.5, and you're thinking, gravy, baby. Wake bologna snack up. The rest of this game is gravy right now. But it ended up not being the case as they blew it. There's no other way to look at it. Knobloch, his postgame last night, I thought was terrific because he immediately, right away, they're like, how to slip away. Turnovers. We looked after the puck very well when it was 3-0 and started turning the puck over, and they got back into the hockey game.
It was a game one for both teams, really. Lots of giveaways on both sides.
Tough start for Calgary.
Reid
Wilkins last night in postgame said he was completely disgusted by the entire game. Said preseason hockey still.
30 minutes to start for the Oilers, and then the final 30, I guess, Calgary growing into it and sticking around and mucking it up there. So, the giveaways in both sides, and it's game one.
Nuge opened the scoring. Power play goal. Hey, they did score 2 power play goals.
Yeah.
Which was my game day prediction. I'm 1 for 1, baby.
Look at you.
What am I, kind of easy trivia?
Yeah.
Starting a streak here. Nuge on the power play from Draisaitl and McDavid. Mangiapane, pretty nice shot from McDavid and Nuge.
Uh-huh.
And then Leon Draisaitl on the power play. Tomaszek with a nice little feed across. Draisaitl buries it.
Tumasek.
His 400th.
Tumasek.
I think you're saying it incorrectly.
Am I? Yeah.
I think it's Tom A. Seek.
Tomaszek. Okay.
Tomaszek. I think that's what it is. Tomaszek. There's lots of different
the
ways.
S is silent.
Nobody's locked it in yet. Anyway, Draisaitl's 400th career goal. And then the Tide shifted a little bit. Gridden gets one to go off a skate.
The young gun.
Well, that'll be kicking around out there. Connor Zary bats one down that was clearly high staking, but
Celebrated like he won the cup.
He's very excited. Back in the game. Back in the game. And then Blake Coleman had one gift wrapped from Stuart Skinner. Ties the game at 3, goes to a shootout. Draisaitl, the only individual who could figure out how to put one past Dustin Wolf.
Nice move.
It was a nice move. Especially beating that guy along the ice, considering how well he moves side to side on the ice. And then of all people to win it, Nazem Kadri ends up going backhand.
Did you tweet about it?
From past Skinner. No, I haven't tweeted about Kadri since the Leafs tried to kill me. So I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. This is a pretty big one here. The EST big moment that happened.
No, I think the round of applause for Connor McDavid pregame was a nice touch.
I thought it could have gone longer.
Well,
Sorry, I'll say
No.
I thought
it's not even a hot take.
The others should have let that eat a little bit. They should have let that cook a little bit.
What was it? 30 seconds?
I think they stopped it because the fans stopped cheering.
That's not good.
Yeah,
You guys.
Because they panned to the audience and people were already starting to sit down.
You'd have to tell me to sit down.
Yeah,
like
that's what it should have been.
Yeah.
I was watching ESC Afternoons yesterday, and they said, "How long does it go? How long does it go?" And
Did anybody say 24 seconds?
I said 20 seconds in the nasty chat.
Did you?
Yes.
People must have hated your guts.
Yeah, there was a few people that were like, "Hey, why are you so negative?" But I know the fan base. I know what they were gonna do. Like,
You're realistic.
It should have been. Man, if I was in there, if there was 18,000 of me, that thing would have went for 20 minutes. I tell you. But there isn't.
You would have refused to sit down.
Yeah, that's how it should have been. Like, he just, so that was.
We're a long way from the playoff atmosphere.
Yes.
I mean, that was.
Yeah.
It was game 1 as well for the in-house fan.
It's true. It sucks.
The big moment that happened had to be Skinner.
We were all,
we don't need
what
to
are we
supposed to do
skip
there.
around this one.
Super sad of the night. What are you going with, buddy?
Well, my key to a victory last night was goaltending. And I know it's not super from an Oilers point of view, but Dustin Wolf 9-14.
We're not chanting that, but I know what
but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that is, and so the game is tied. You go to overtime, which is like the Oilers' strength, right? I mean, I think they said the records for both teams. If Calgary would have at least played 500 hockey in overtime last year, they're probably a playoff team, which they weren't. Oilers, we all know what they can do in overtime, and I know there's kind of that penalty overlap there, but goes to a shootout, and you're thinking, well, which goalie would you rather have in a shootout? Now, again, Skinner didn't necessarily crap the bed. A few posts helped him out. Yes, one helped Wolf out as well, but I guess if it's a battle of goalies there, you're kind of thinking in the back of your mind it's always going to be him. So I look at the goaltending numbers. Some other super stats, Draisaitl's 400th, which is nice.
That's cool.
That David Tumasic?
Yeah, Tumasic.
Yeah, he got his first point, which he was buzzing.
Well, hey, he might pop up as the...
I don't, yeah.
Don't say anything.
Podkolzin, 7 hits.
Yeah, but they're a lot like Philp and Kapanen were -2.
I know.
I don't necessarily know if I like that.
We were talking about hits last year in the playoffs. Nuge 3 points. So I mean, the big guns are out. Draisaitl's 400th is a nice milestone, but
I wouldn't necessarily describe this as a super stat, but I think I find it a very interesting one. The Oilers last night, Connor McDavid played 26 minutes. Draisaitl played 24-40. Nuge played over 18. Nobody else played over 17. I mean, with these two guys together, and I know it went to overtime and they were out there in overtime, but with these two guys together, are we going to see 22, 23 minutes a night for McDavid and Draisaitl right out of the gate? Is that the key to a good start?
Until Roslovic shows up, yes.
Well, yeah. We'll hear what Bowman has to say about Roslovic in just a second. Also, low-key shout-out to Matthias Ekholm, who just signed that 3-year extension at a very reasonable $4 million a year. Only defenseman that finished on the plus side of things last night. +1. I don't know how you say Steady Eddie in Swedish, but I think it probably is Matthias Ekholm. All right, the 3 stars of the hockey game last night. I turned the game off. I didn't even see who the 3 stars were last night. Who do we got? We got the Nuge, Gridden, and Draisaitl. Who's your 4th star of the game last night?
Wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I thought I know in the postgame show last night, they're like, oh, Wolf. I thought Wolf was pretty steady last night.
Yeah.
Like
the Mangiapane shot was great. Hell of a shot.
Yeah, a good shot. I mean, maybe could have stopped that one, but
but
it was a good shot.
It's a great shot.
Yeah. All right, the 38.
And I think if the Oilers are playing against, like, name another team with a goalie that's, average,
probably bury a couple more. Yeah.
you're probably good for one more in the third or something like that.
This is not a ideal situation because you put Wolf as a 4-star of the game, and I'm going to put Stuart Skinner as the 38 star of the game for gift wrapping a game tying goal very early into the third period.
Also, shout out to Thomas Sek.
Well,
I kind of wanted to.
Let's get to our Prolux lighting, bright light of the night.
Sure, and we don't need to Skinner. You know that 38th. I mean, we.
But who is our Prolux lighting, bright light of the night?
Yep.
Thomasek.
Yep.
Thomasek.
Agreed.
It's got to be Tommy Sock.
Look, here's what I find interesting is that Frederick plays on the top line, but Thomasek's on the power play. Mm-hmm. He's out there in overtime on the power play, and he's your fourth shooter. That sounds like a top 6 guy to me. Mm-hmm. I would be very surprised if before Hyman returns, I think you're wasting not getting a look at Thomasek with those top 2 guys.
I agree.
I think that's pretty obvious. If you're going to have him out there on the top power play unit, and he seems to have the mind space to make those short area plays, like quick little plays with the puck, he has puck skills that Frederick doesn't have. Mm-hmm. I know Frederick's been in the National Hockey League and Thomasek has it, but you can just tell that he's got puck skills that Frederick doesn't have. And I think puck skills and hockey sense offensively could go a long way playing with those 2 guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if within a week they're getting a look at Thomas.
The tail was up a bit and he had a nose for areas.
That's what you need.
And I think on the power play, they mentioned his net front, and he was kind of, working there and getting the stick down and being where he should be.
I need to see that. I think I need to see that.
If not him, it's Mangiapane. It's either one of the 2.
You love that guy, hey?
I can't stand him.
What does he have to do? Like, what
is Mangiapane? I know you hate him from his Calgary days, but
the scenario?
He's got to be able to win you over, man.
No, man. Like, not a
It's
thing.
a fight?
You know what he does? Yeah, you know what? I will say.
You want to fight?
If he drops the gloves, yes, that will win me over. That will absolutely win me over. And I will say, like, when he scored last night, I was like, of course he scored. But I'm like,
you still don't spit in your place.
Yeah, I did. It's like, ugh, gross. But it's Mangiapane or Thomasek. I feel like, what is it? The runway for Frederick now is that 4 or 5 games he's played, including preseason.
Man, with the way Knobloch's, you're saying 4 or 5 more games?
No, that's what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And the way Knobloch is.
I was gonna say, I thought you were saying he's gonna get 5 more games. If you get 5 more games like last night's game, there's no way Knobloch
get 5 more shifts.
I don't think so. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Knobloch does. But Thomasek will be our first ever Prolux lighting bright light of the night.
Hang him up on the wall.
Morning after show brought to you by Prolux Lighting, simplifying lighting with service you can count on, covering all of Alberta and all of your lighting needs. Visit prolux.com. All right, let's move over to Fired Up for Gemco Fireplaces. Yankees loose. Is that it? Yankees loose.
Yankees lose.
Yankees lose. Oh, we're gonna get to that. We're also. I'll give it. Let me get. I'm gonna get it up here. We'll hit this. They were very fired up yesterday.
Dale, Yankee lose. Yankee lose.
Yankee lose.
Oh, hey, let's do it again. Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Let's go, baby.
But you don't take it personal. I get it.
One more. The Yankees lose.
Boy, Big Papi, you got to know when to kill a bit.
Why?
Hey, like, it's already done. You've done it. He's still coming back to it. Who is he? Us?
One more time.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is that what we sound like? Like, it's already been good. It's been funny. And you're like, one more time.
Play it again.
I know I'm not going to do that, man. We can't just sit here and beat the thing to death.
Dale, the Yankee lose.
The Yankee lose.
Hey,
The Yankees lose. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, hey, let's do it again. The Yankees lose.
Ortiz thinks it's the funniest thing he's ever seen in his entire life.
it's too good.
Look, obviously they were fired up last night. The Blue Jays getting by the Yankees, bullpen game. Schneider finds a way to get that thing across the finish line. They eliminate the Yankees in 4. They'll take on the winner. Mariners, let's go in the distance. There was that song that one time they said, they're going the distance.
Cake.
Yes, cake.
Yeah, cake.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't like it.
You don't like cake?
I don't like going to. I don't like the Mariners, and Tarek Skubal is going to be pitching for the Tigers.
That's trouble.
They're going back to a pitcher's park at T-Mobile. I don't like them beating him twice in the series.
Tigers lose. Maybe. Hey,
That's
for you.
do it again. Do it again.
Tigers lose.
The best part of that, watching Ortiz and Vladdy, I think the best part though is watching Jeter and A-Rod squirm.
Yeah.
And seeing like the Michael K's, you know what I mean? Like the Yankees, whether or not whoever
Everybody
we cheer
hates
for,
the Yankees, man.
Exactly. Even Iwanek hates the Yankees right now.
Canada.
But all of those talking heads, like all those Yankee podcasts, like they're just
distraught.
their farts don't stink. And so watching this and seeing like the Michael K and Buck was right. Buck was right in the end.
Buck was right. The Yankees do suck. Or he said they're not a good team or whatever it was. Yeah,
that's the fun part of all this.
Yeah.
So.
Spruce Grove, of course, is Big Poppy, built for FM morning radio.
Really?
Let's do it again.
Yeah,
You know what I do? What also I find funny is that baseball players, their tolerance for alcohol must be extremely low. Because it's like they get in the room, they pop a bottle, they have like 3 drinks, and they're all hammered.
They're wasted.
They're just hammered.
Yeah.
It's like the alcohol is seeping in through their shirts into their pores, and they win. They crack it. They're like, oh my god! They're all hammered immediately. Immediately, we can't even play any of the post game stuff because it's just all a bunch of F-bombs.
Another champagne shower. I think they got hats, shirts, an infield group photo. Like it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if they don't win the World Series, you could almost trick people into thinking they won the World Series
kinda look like it.
with celebration clips and stuff like that. Yankees loose.
The Yankee.
I think we're getting it
Yeah.
there. You gotta say
Do it again.
Yankees. Yankees loose.
Yeah, Buck was right. That's the.
Your boy Barron texts in and says, "Buck was right." I love this text. I love it. How about this? First time texter, maybe a 95.7 Cruise FMer. Tell your friends that we are back on the radio, but bigger and better than ever. What was the shot count on Wolf when the Oilers scored their first? The third shot? Where's the hate? Where's that conversation? If it was Skinner, the fans, in quotations, would have been all over Stu immediately. Are the Calgary sports morning shows mentioning that at all about Wolf this morning? Probably not, right? But I get it. It's an easy scapegoat to blame goaltending every loss.
I understand where that texter is coming from. However, we've been down this road with Skinner more than I think Flames fans have with Wolf.
A little bit. However, if you were listening earlier this morning, I did say I don't blame Skinner for either of the first 2 goals. And he actually gave them a chance to win the shootout. How about somebody buries one? But the third goal was absolutely pathetic. He would tell you that. Like,
most people's gripes on Skinner have been those situational, where he'll have a good 30, 40, or whatever. But there's a point in time in the game where it's a goal, or it's a moment, or it's a period, or it's a couple shots, or it's a sequence where he's not a terrible goalie, but it's situational where he lets you down.
I have taken a lot of heat over the last couple of years defending Stuart Skinner and saying it's not on him every single loss, and it isn't. But when your team's up 3-2, about a minute into the third period, and you leave a puck a foot in front of you for the other team to poke in with one hand to tie the game, you got to take that heat. You have to take that heat. And it's not like... here's the example.
Situation. He didn't get lit up for 6 on 10 shots or something like that.
Here's the example that this is why it's frustrating for me. And I've been critical of Skinner this morning, but this is why it's frustrating for me. Somebody last night on Twitter, after the second period, so before the horrendous goal had even been allowed, after the second period, tweets me and goes, Dusty, I can't blame him on the first 2 goals, but his save percentage is sub 900, and that's just not good enough. And I replied to that guy, I said, well, listen, you said it yourself. You can't blame him on the 2 goals, but you're blaming him. Like that part is what gets frustrating, I think, in the whole goaltending conversation. But nobody who's ever watched a second of hockey could possibly defend Stuart Skinner on the third goal last night. As I said right off the top of the show, Why would you even let Bouchard take it in the first place? He had a guy right on him.
Of all the roster players.
Yeah, with somebody right on top of him, you're going to let him take the puck anyway? No.
Not him.
The Reverend is in. Says, does Bouchard bear no responsibility for the goal? Only Skinner? Yes, actually. And I criticize Bouch all the time too. But that puck at that moment was in Stuart Skinner's control. He's the one who's making the decision on it. And when you see a Calgary Flame,
you got to just
within striking distance,
keep it simple.
Just cover it.
Keep it simple.
Just cover it. That's it.
And so early in the period.
I mean,
come out of the gate like that.
Now, with that being said, that team could have found a way to put the foot down in the third period and go win it. They were tied, and they didn't.
Could have put the foot down a bit more. And also, again, as I said, if you had another team in there with a goalie slightly below what Dustin Wolf was putting to the table last night, you maybe do. But just starting, again, as I said, situational. That goal, he either lets that goal in with a minute to go in regulation, or it's to start a period when the ice is fresh and people are still in line for the popcorn. Like it's a deflator at a moment. It's not like, again, he's not like he's .333 and it's 7 goals and 10 shots. Like he's not a bad goalie, but it's the situations. It's the situations over and over and over again.
The Oilers lose.
Joyler.
The Oilers lose.
Joyler.
That's how it would be.
Yeah.
The Oilers lose.
Gasnick is back there telling you, do it again.
All right. That's going to do it for the 6 o'clock hour. This was a lot of fun. Once again, welcome to the Edmonton Sports Talk family, to the crew over at Prolux Lighting. Thanks for hopping on board this year with the morning after show at Conshaw, you 6 o'clockers. 6 o'clock hour has been brought to you by Ewell.
Ewell, your partner in power.
Check them out at ewell.ca and swing by today between 7:30 and 8:30 at any Ewell location. As you're heading out to jobs today, you got to pick up some supplies. Get it at Ewell, any of their 3 locations. Tell them we sent you, and you'll go into a draw for tickets, lower bowl tickets, Oilers Canucks on Saturday. Bruce Boudreau, the coach, he's going to join us coming up here just after 7 o'clock this morning. We've got a sports update before we get there. It's brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834. We're taking well over 50 listeners with us to Mexico. She might still be able to find a room for you. I know Shotski Jerry was texting in yesterday about coming with. That would be fun. I don't know if you can get a Shotski on a plane.
He'll find a way.
He'll make one down there.
He sticks that thing into any place.
Yeah, anyway, text Chelsea or give her a call, 780-970-4834. Heck, who knows? Maybe our next guest, Bruce Boudreau, wants to come to Mexico with us. February 22nd.
He can have my room.
I'll put that one on the house. Yeah. We'll make that work. We'll find out if he wants to come to Mexico coming up in just a couple minutes. Here's the update with LT.
Oilers dropping yet another season opener as they would blow a 3-0 lead, falling 4-3 in an 8-round shootout to the Flames down at Rogers Place. Andrew Mangiapane scoring his first goal with the club, while Leon Draisaitl will score his 400th career goal. Oilers back on the ice Saturday night when they welcome in the Vancouver Canucks. Also during last night's game, the Oilers signing UFA forward Jack Roslovic to a 1-year, $1.5 million deal. The 28-year-old in 81 games with the Canes last year, matching a career high with 22 goals. He also had 4 points in 9 playoff games. Other action last night, Morgan Rielly would break the tie midway through the third as the Leafs would take down the Habs 5-2. David Pastrnak had a goal and 2 assists, leading Boston over the Washington Capitals 3-1. And the Kings would rally for a 6-5 shootout over Vegas. Busy night in the NHL tonight as 14 games dot the schedule. Oil Kings capping off their road trip with a loss in Medicine Hat 5-2 to the Tigers. Kings now 5-2 on the season. They're back home to host the Moose Jaw Warriors Saturday at 2 o'clock. Toronto Blue Jays are off to the ALCS for the first time in 9 years as they take Game 4 of the Yankees 5-2. Jays will host Game 1 against either Seattle or Detroit Sunday, as the Tigers would force a Game 5 yesterday with a 9-3 victory over the Mariners. Cubs and Phillies both staying alive yesterday as well, picking up wins, which means the NLDS will continue later today at 4:08. Dodgers hosting the Phillies, leading 2-1, and Chicago down 2-1. They'll host Milwaukee at 7:08. And Week 6 in the NFL kicking off tonight as the Giants host the Eagles. Join me for this one at Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge, Centric Casino, Fort Road. Smoked brisket cheesesteaks on special. We'll have an NFL jersey up for grabs, and it's your next chance to qualify into a draw for a trip for two to Los Angeles to see the Saints take on the Rams. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
Georgie! Georgie! Let's get nuts!
Swing it and drive.
Get up, dog. Get out of here. What a rocket. A rocket. And how about another one? It's a two-jacket day. He is on fire. Stay hot, Marcus.
Huge.
What a moment for George Springer. George Springer. He's done it again. It's the major leagues.
It is the Nielson Show. We are live on YouTube. We are live on iHeartRadio. We are live at EdmontonSportsTalk.com and TuneIn Radio, kicking off another full 12 hours of sports talk here, crystal clear all day on EST. And for the morning up until 9 o'clock, we're also simulcast on 95.7 Cruise FM. If you are over on Cruise FM today, you can text us at 780-218-9999. That'll get you to the Paris Jewelers inbox. One of your text messages will end up being crowned the Royal Pizza Sweet Text of the Day. So we'll get to that coming up a little bit later on. Yeah, that one works, doesn't it? Yeah, we're on fire today. What can we say? We are cruising along here. The 7 o'clock hour, the second hour of the show, brought to you by Game Sense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your Game Sense. We've got your Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day coming up. I Got Beef is on the way. Reid Wilkins, who had a ton of beef on the postgame show last night, he's going to be by as well around 7:45. We're going to start the hour, though, here on the Nielson Show, which is brought to you by Weiss Johnson. We're going to start the hour with our GS Construction hockey analyst today. They are hiring now at GS, looking for experienced pipe layers, operators, topmen, and superintendents. Visit gsconstruction.ca. GS Construction, serving your community for over 50 years. Let's bring in last year's EST Guest of the Year, Bruce Boudreau, is going to join us on the show. He's with us every second Thursday here. If you're one of our new FM listeners, Bruce, Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And I carry the trophy around with a lot of pride, and it's with me every day because it's my most honored possession.
You know, you do collect things. We know you collect things. I have the trophy for you. I'm going to text you for your shipping address. I'll
There's
send you.
there's no trophy
There's
for
a
that.
trophy. There's
Are
a
you
trophy,
kidding
man. I
me?
swear to God.
Get out of here.
We'll get it to you. We'll get it to you.
Wow.
Also, February 22nd, do you want to come to Mexico with us?
Well, I'll be there. I want to be a luchador, so I'm ready to go.
You know what? You could go on those Mexico trips and then you go on excursions. That's a good idea, Bruce.
Yeah.
Hey, let's. Have you ever been to a Mexican wrestling event?
No, it's not on my bucket list, but I'm assuming it could be quite a lot of fun.
You wouldn't say no to the opportunity.
We could get away for a
Somebody
day.
I'm friends with on Instagram, I think, was just at one. Sure. It was quite the scene. It was pretty heavy duty. Yeah. All right. Put yourself on the bench for a second here. You're up 3-0. Season opener against your rivals from Calgary, and you let it slip away. I'm not sure how devastating one loss to start the year can be, though, but how do you let a 3-0 lead go like that, Bruce?
Well, leads in hockey nowadays are never safe. It's not like it was 20 years ago when you got a 1-goal lead in the third period, and it pretty well sealed the deal. A 2-goal lead was, forever to come back to, but nowadays 3-goal leads seem to disappear in a hurry. But if I'm sitting in Knobloch's shoes, I'm going, oh, are you kidding me? I don't want to go through this again at the beginning of the year. And it's because today, whether it's your show or the papers in Edmonton, they're going to talk about goaltending again. Yep. And it's an unfortunate thing, but there was some iffy goals last night, and boy, I think that's the last thing Connor wanted, was to be able to talk about goaltending this year at all. They were hoping that, and they still may not talk at all about it after the one good game tomorrow or the next day, whatever they play the Canucks on Saturday. But last night, when I'm watching the highlights there, because I couldn't stay up, I'm sitting there going, oh man, they got a goal like that. Oh, they got another goal like that. Oh, ouch. So I just know what hockey fans think, and their memories are long, and I know what they're going to be saying this morning.
That third goal, the one that Skinner kind of bobbled when it was flipped in on him, and then he looked like he was going to leave it for Bouchard, and then Bouchard didn't take it, and obviously it was punched in. We've been pretty critical of Skinner this morning. I know some people have been texting and say, well, how much of it is on Bouchard for not taking the puck when he left it for him? Bruce, how would you separate the blame on a goal like that? The goaltender is kind of dictating what's happening there at that moment, though, isn't he?
He is, unless Bouchard said, leave it, I got it.
Yeah.
In a French, I said it in a French accent because I figured he would have spoke English. But, but if he said nothing, but the other thing that could have happened is if Bouchard was going to move it, if Skinner was going to move it, why didn't Bouchard, instead of going at the goalie, just go to the corner and let him give him the little pass? There was just so much confusion on what he's doing, because very rarely do you leave a puck, you get the puck, and you leave it right there. You left it in the crease for him. You move it somewhere for him if he's going to be the first one back. So I think there was multiple confusions on that whole play.
We do have a casino dealer, Jay, in the chat.
I see it. I'm writing it down.
I just wanted to make sure you caught that. Bruce, welcome back again. And again, congratulations for the SD. There wasn't a dry eye in the house during your speech. It was very nice and well-deserved. Kind of going from last night, though, the Oilers, they've been to back-to-back Cup finals. They've also lost back-to-back season openers. So we've been here, done that. But just your overall thoughts. We haven't spoken to you in a while. This team is a little bit younger than last year. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nuge to a degree, and I know it went to overtime, logging heavy minutes last night. What are your thoughts on this group as a whole with some of the additions and the subtractions? And, do you see them making a legit run back to that final again? Well, anytime you have Connor and Draisaitl, I think you can say that they're going to be there. But okay, and they lost some older players. Evander Kane didn't play basically the whole year. But, you lost Klingberg, you lost Skinner, Perry, Connor Brown, Arvidsson, all over 30 years old. So you're going to get younger, But did they get better by adding Curtis Lazar, who's a 30-plus guy? Isaac Howard, a lot of promise. But, we don't – I've been around the game so long. When you're a first-year guy,
unless you do, I'm like from Missouri. Show me before I put you right in there. So we're going to see that. Tomasek got a point last night, but again, he's another guy. So I don't know if they're any better. I look at their third and fourth lines, and I'm going, man, they still need some help. And that's why they went out and they got Roslovic. They know they need some help. They know they're not as a unit. That unit that's right there right now, I don't think is a Stanley Cup contender. But it doesn't mean you can't add to it and tweak it during the course of the year. And Connor said, "Hey, boys, I'm giving you the opportunity to tweak it. I'm gonna play for 3 more years here, and you guys got to prove to me that this team is going to be consistently vying for the Stanley Cup, or I've given you the best 14 years of my life."
It's been a good 14 years for him, and hopefully the team can deliver as well. You mentioned Roslovic in there. And as we just said, Tomasek, I thought looked good last night. Hasn't played in the NHL. Howard hasn't played in the NHL. Savoy has played very briefly in the NHL. Roslovic had 22 goals last year for the Carolina Hurricanes.
He led them 5-on-5.
Yeah, he was their best 5-on-5 scorer as well. How high do you put him in the line? How high does he play top 6 for this team, or does he just a third liner right now to start, do you think?
Well, if you don't play him in top 6, you're not going to get what you're going to get out of him. He's not going to play for. If you play him fourth line, you're going to get what you would get from Skinner on fourth line. Very, very little. You got to put him in a position to succeed. The only thing I say with Roslovic is, and he signed for 1.5. I don't know how much money he was asking for, but here's a guy that should have been signed in the summer, and why wasn't he? I always worry about those things. You got a 22 goal scorer. He's still not old, a former first-round pick. He's been on. This is his 4th team now. What's wrong? Why wasn't he signed? But I think the big thing is putting him in a position to succeed. And if you put him with just say you put him with Connor and Leon, and the guy can score. He's got that kind of potential. Maybe that works so where you can strengthen the rest of the lineup down below you, and hopefully that works. But again, I always worry when you sign these guys in training camp if he was holding out for $5 million, because I remember when Klingberg thought he was going to get the big deal in unrestricted, and nobody signed him. It happens to one player every year. Maybe Roslovic was the guy this year. I don't know, who thought he was going to get more than he was worth, and his agent kept pushing for it. But I think he's an offensive upgrade that we know about better than what they have. You can take guys like Howard, you can take Savoy. We don't know what we have there yet. This is at least a proven commodity that can score some goals.
Bruce, the Oilers and Flames were the second half of an all-Canadian doubleheader on Sportsnet last night. Habs and Leafs to really get things going. Pretty tight hockey game. Leafs end up burying a couple of empty netters to sort of put it away comfortably. But what'd you take away from that game last night?
You know what? I thought Montreal outplayed them for the most part. They just took too many penalties, and I think the Leafs are going to be good. They're the biggest team in the NHL now, which is what Berube wanted to be. Big, strong, tough team. And I think Stolarz has given them pretty good goaltending. And the Leafs are going to be at the top of the heap or close to it, I think. There's no doubt in my mind. Montreal is going to vie for that last playoff position. I think the Atlantic is the toughest division. You can look at all the improvements on all the teams. Especially if you look at the last place teams, Detroit and Buffalo, surely to God, one of them are going to make the playoffs at one point in their life. And Montreal wants to stay there. Ottawa's knocking at the door, and Boston looked like Swayman's back to where he used to be. And it's the Atlantic's going to be tough, but I think the Leafs are still going to be especially with Florida and Tampa not really caring what position they end up in as long as they're in the top 3, that Toronto will end up in first, I think, in that division.
All right, and Bruce, before we let you go, Casino Dealer Jay over on our YouTube chat was asking Cena or AJ Styles at Crown Jewel this weekend.
Okay, was that not the stupidest match you ever seen? Like right there, don't get me going here right now. Is like Cena just said, "Hey, listen, I got 8 more matches left. Hey, AJ, why don't me and you fight? Yeah, and then we'll go to dinner after, and we'll have a good time." And I mean, they don't even have a hate for each other. Let's build something up where, like, I mean, he's half dead and Brock Lesnar's half dead, and they both meet in the ring when they're both half dead and see who comes out non-dead. That's what I want to see.
Oh, Bruce, we love you, man. Thanks for the time today, and we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
Okay, talk to you later.
Cena's half dead, Lesnar's half dead, and they come out who's non-dead. He's the best.
The
Bruce
second
Boudreau's
you relayed that question,
he
just threw there. Like,
I want to get a heart rate monitor on Bruce when we ask him about wrestling questions because it's the best. Did you know Brock Lesnar was in town last week? Zach texted us. He's like, hey, he's at Silent Ice Center. His kid's playing hockey or something.
Pretty cool.
That was kind of neat, yeah.
He's living in
He lives in Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan? Yeah, that's right. Yep.
He thinks the Riders need to get a new kicker.
Oh.
Well, or some secondary help.
Football guy.
There is a CFL official that looks like Brock Lesnar. My brother and I.
No, there isn't.
Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, I'll point him out.
You have to point him out, but
he's not like the same physical.
I was going to
say, walking around there.
Sounds like that guy should be playing in the CFL, if that's the case.
The facial structure. Yeah, Bruce cut a promo, pretty much. Like,
that's what Bruce did. Like, Bruce just cut a wrestling promo.
Yeah.
And we got time for it, man. I want Bruce Boudreau every week. I don't know, we have to find a way, man. Like I also want Gazdick every week too.
A smoke-filled back room somewhere in a Mexican town with him to watch luchador wrestling.
I would be way too scared to go watch luchador wrestling when we're in Mexico unless Bruce is with us.
Yeah, he knows a guy.
Have Filthy Bruce ride shotgun to a luchador wrestling
event. On the back
event.
of a truck.
But Bruce is in front, not driving, but sitting with the guy driving.
Yeah.
And the guy is a hockey fan, and he's like, "Oh my God, Bruce Boudreau! It's great that you're here." All right, so. That's Bruce Boudreau. If you are on 95.7 Cruise FM, he joins us every second Thursday. We alternate between Gazdick and Bruce Boudreau. And Bruce is he's a gem. He's a gem. All right, so the Oilers did sign Roslovic. Here's a question for you.
As he mentioned, though, it is a weird one. At this stage of the game.
The Oilers were talking to him earlier, and I think offered him more money earlier, and he was trying to ride it out for probably a little bit more somewhere else. Didn't happen. And now he's like, well, I want to play. The Oilers are going to offer me, 1.5 is what he got?
1.5,
and I can go take a run at a Stanley Cup. Maybe he gets in some juicy spots, bring his value up. Maybe he ends up working here, and he signs moving forward. But where does he go? Where does he go? McDavid between Frederick and Draisaitl, Nudes between Savoy and Mangiapane, Henrique with Tomasek and Howard, and then Podkolzin with Philp and Kapanen. Where would Roslovic slot in here? We don't see Hyman yet, and obviously Matthias Janmark not available either. It's a pretty deep offensive group, depending on how you value those guys in the bottom six. But let's hear what Bowman had availability last night. Reid Wilkins was there for us. Let's hear what Bowman had to say about the signing of Roslovic, and then we'll get to some of your text messages on where you would put him in this lineup.
Well, we've been talking to Jack going back to the summer, and I know he changed agents, and I talked to his new agent about a month ago, maybe 5 weeks ago. We've been in touch the whole time, and I said the same thing to him then that I did, the other day when this picked back up, which was, we love the player. We don't have a lot of money to spend right now, so if he wants to come here and kind of bet on himself and get a chance to play, we'd love to have him. And I think he was obviously weighing his options and came to the decision that this was the place he wanted to be.
Where do you see him more, as a winger or center?
He played probably more wing last year. I think he's played center in the past. I think kind of in general we like guys that have that flexibility. So he's a right-handed center as well, like if we choose to use him there. So it's flexible. I mean, that'll be up to the coaches, but we think he did a little bit of both last year, probably more wing.
Is this kind of like picking up a Kapanen last year?
Yeah, I think, we talked about it actually a couple weeks ago, the type of player looking at our team that we would be wanting to look for around the trade deadline would be this type of a player exactly. And, he's available now and he's a free agent and you can get him signed. at a low amount. There's a lot of things that really worked in our favor. So, instead of waiting to see what was available, we think he could be a really nice piece to our group right now. And he's had a good experience as far as even strength scoring last year. I think he might have led their team in even strength points last year. Yeah, 5-on-5. So, that's really an important thing. That's the one thing we're trying to add to our group is, even strength scoring. Obviously, our power play has been pretty strong the last few years. We haven't had as much success scoring when we weren't on the power play, so I think that's something that Jack does really well. So that was a big thing that we think he's going to bring. We also like his speed. He brings a lot of quickness to his game. He can make plays, play with good players. Like, he's been an offensive player, and he plays at a high pace. So I think those qualities fit perfectly with our group here.
Is he eligible for a conditioning stint, or would you try to do that, given that he's missed all camp? How would that work?
We haven't talked about that. We'll get him in here. We'll get him, see how he looks. I mean, he's been skating, obviously not with an NHL team, so he's played 500 games in the league. I think he's in good shape. I don't know how long it would take him to get going.
What kind of role do you envision him playing on this team? A top 6 forward, a bottom 6 forward? What's your initial reaction to that?
It's up to the coaches to figure out. We got a really talented, versatile offensive player, so we can use him a lot of different ways, depending if he's playing wing or center. It's just looking at options, and I think we're a much better team when we add someone like that to the mix.
So, Stan, did he come back to you guys and say, okay, are you guys still interested?
I've been in touch with his agent going back. Like I said, he switched agents at the end of the summer. Justin Duberman's his new agent. I've been talking to Justin regularly. And like I said, from my first, when he called me to find out, kind of where things were, since he knew we were interested in the summer, ever since that conversation, I said, we'd love him, but we just don't have a lot of money to spend. So, he said, yeah, I kind of figured that, but I wanted to make sure you're still interested, and that hasn't changed. And then I guess, maybe with the season starting, they were probably looking at their options, and they felt this was best.
Has there been any shift in Zach Hyman's timeline at all?
No.
Still tracking to that November-ish, early November. Mm-hmm. Is there a roster move going to be required here in order for this to be executed officially?
Yeah, well, we're going to have to figure that out. We have a few ideas in mind, but we haven't totally figured that out. The biggest thing was this is a really unique opportunity to get a player of his caliber without giving up any assets, to have him come right into our team. It fits in salary cap wise, so it really thought about it like this. We would be kicking ourselves if we looked back and he went somewhere else. Like, why didn't we get him? We have a lot of good players now, but you're always looking for players that are established, and we think he's going to be a nice fit.
There's some guys that fall through the cracks in free agency. It happens kind of year to year, but a 22-goal guy, what's kind of your sense of how this happened and why he was still there?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, we had talked to him, and for where it just wasn't a fit at those conversations back then, it wasn't going to work. The math wasn't going to work, but we like the player. Like, the player hasn't changed, and now obviously it's a little bit of a different situation with where they are, so it was a pretty easy decision for us.
Was there any one thing that pushed this over the hump to get the contract signed?
As far as, what do you mean?
Just getting the contract signed and officially. You've been in contact with him for a while. What was the thing that kind of...
I think he just needed to make his mind up. I mean, he could probably answer that better than me. I mean, nothing's changed on our end. We've liked the player. We've liked him.
There you go. That is Stan Bowman talking about Jack Ross. Basically, what happened here: Roslovic was looking for more money, couldn't get money anywhere else. The others like, we like you. We got this much, and he said, okay. And you know what?
Money in, money out.
Not a horrible idea on his part, because if he fits in really well, guess who does have money in the offseason? The Edmonton Oilers. Right? It's not a bad idea from his side of things to take the hit this year,
and every other team too.
But I mean, if you can prove that you can fit in with this group on what you hope is a Stanley Cup contender,
keep you around,
and know they could end up with 20, 23, 24 million in cap space, depending on where that cap actually comes in at. Not a bad piece of business if you're going to take a haircut from what you were hoping to get your hands on.
He had an ankle fracture in the fall of 2023 when he was with the Blue Jackets, missed 21 games. Other than that, a fairly healthy career from that standpoint. And in terms of, kicking the tires, why hasn't he signed that type of thing, anything lingering? So
Hampton Steve texts in and says, I see Roslovic as a second or third line right wing. For now, I play with Nuge and Mangiapane on the second line, bump Savoy down to the third line, send Howard down to Bakersfield where he can get used to playing at the pro level. RCN texts in and says, there's got to be bad news for Kapanen and or Janmark, I guess. Shovelhead says he could replace Howard. Could send Howard down there as well. All right, keep those suggestions coming in. We're going to get to your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. And boy, I sent this over like 2 seconds ago, and it's already up, which is nice. Yeah. The 7 o'clock hour of the Nielson Show is brought to you by GameSense. And to make sure you set a budget when you gamble. You don't want to get in over your head here. If you need more information on this or a ton of resources that they're offering up over at GameSense, it's GameSenseAB.ca. Learn how. Remember, if you gamble, to use your GameSense. Our entire station here at Edmonton Sports Talk is brought to you by Play Alberta. If you've not yet downloaded the Play Alberta app, it is new and improved. You can check that out, and you can use our codes EST50. You deposit $50, you get a $50 free bet. EST Sports, deposit $50, get a $50 free bet as well. Thursday night football
Spicy
tonight.
Boy on the early birder today.
Well, why not? Why not?
I like it.
You get Saquon going back to the Giants.
Yes.
Unless it's the tush push stealing this from us. I love a Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown. Yeah. And then A.J. Brown, still trying to get him, what do we like to say? Off the schneid a little bit.
Yeah.
His line is at 4.5 receptions, but I moved it down to 3.5. I think he was targeted like 8 times last week, but only caught a couple of them.
Wasn't Barkley it was his lowest touches too last week? I think it was last week.
Juicy,
so
this is a juicy
You're bouncing back here.
This is a juicy one. Barkley anytime touchdown. A.J. Brown over 3.5 catches, so 4+ catches. Barkley anytime TD. A.J. Brown 4 catches or more plus 130. You can find that on our page at playalberta.ca. Just click on EST Specials and you can ride with us on that one. Lock Shop will be live today from 11 until noon here on Edmonton Sports Talk as well. Huss and I will be getting you set for a busy slate in the National Hockey League. Recapping the Oilers game, setting up the Jets game, and then talking about the Thursday night or probably some CFL conversations as well.
Slurpee machine now at Jets games, I saw as well.
We were talking about that a couple weeks ago. You got a preview of it.
I saw the video.
Yeah,
great.
Saw him just
talk about promos.
They put a 7 in my section. Like he's just living his best life.
The cart going around.
All right, so this should be an interesting segment. I got beef. What do you have beef with? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Text your beefs to the Paris Jewelers inbox at 780-218-9999. Reid Wilkins, always full of beefs. He's going to join us around 7:45 today. But let's get to a sports update. Brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who is already starting a Pickard chant after last night's game. Visit them at 938 First Street in Sherwood Park. Here's the update.
I don't need them. I don't need them.
Were you looking at my hot takes? They were sitting right here.
Don't need them.
Wow.
I want to win.
Wow. Oh, jeez. That hurts.
Oilers blowing a 3-0 lead, then fall 4-3 in an 8-round shootout to the Flames to start the season. Leon Draisaitl would score his 400th career goal. Andrew Mangiapane, his first with the club. And a 3-point night from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as well. The Oilers are back in action Saturday night when they welcome in the Vancouver Canucks. Also during last night's game, the club signing UFA forward Jack Roslovic to a 1-year, $1.5 million deal. The 28-year-old in 81 games with the Canes last year matched a career high with 22 goals. He also chipped in with 4 points in 9 playoff games. Other action around the league last night, it was the Leafs over the Habs 5-2, Bruins 3-1 victors over the Capitals, and the Kings would rally for a 6-5 shootout victory over the Golden Knights. 14 games around the NHL tonight. The Edmonton Oil Kings capping off a road trip with a loss in Medicine Hat, 5-2 to the Tigers. That drops the Oil Kings record now to 5-2. They are back home to host the Moose Jaw Warriors Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Start spreading the news. The Toronto Blue Jays are off to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 9 years. as they would defeat the Yankees 5-2, taking that ALDS in 4 games. Jays will host Game 1 Sunday against either Seattle or Detroit, as that ALDS will be going the distance as the Tigers forced a Game 5 yesterday with a 9-3 win over the Mariners. Cubs and Phillies both staying alive as well in the National League. Those series will resume later today. Dodgers 2-1 up on the Phillies, first pitch 4:08, and the Cubs hosting the Brewers at 7:08. And the Giants will host the Eagles tonight as Week 6 in the NFL will kick off. You can join me for this one at Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge, Centric Casino, Fort Road. Free heated underground parking, smoked brisket cheesesteaks on special. We'll be giving away an NFL jersey via the Square Board, and it'll also be your next chance to qualify into a draw for a trip for 2 to L.A. to see the Saints battle the Rams. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he was scheduled to shoot before Andrew Mangiapane last night in the shootout.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a figure skater. He wears like a white outfit and he does interpretive ice dances to my life's journey.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind. 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Tutti and Eric and all of the back end. Like Wyszynski and Noodles, Captain can gauge it. Maybe it's fun but a cool band to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday Mandate. Sharky's always on time. Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number 1 in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We wanna hear some hot takes and we wanna hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I wanna kiss away? Beat left the tire fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about the games? Macramel, Rapaport, Drager, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin and the tales of the North. All about him in person, does he go forth? What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it.
7:36 on the Nielson Show. It is the AM Nasty on YouTube, on TuneIn, on iHeart, at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and on the simulcast at 95.7 Cruise FM. Please tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio. We think they'll like it. Today and every day, it's brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
If last night when you were watching the game, when the Oilers lost in the shootout, you got up and you went into your furnace room and you just beat the hell out of your furnace, it's not working anymore, and then you're like, oh man, I need a new furnace now because I was so angry last night, I ruined my other furnace. Well, then we've got good news for you. Weiss Johnson, Edmonton's Train Home Comfort Specialist.
Quite a pickle there.
Bundle a new furnace with an AC.
Right now, he's like, that's me.
Oh my God. I did that. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump right now and get 25% off the package price, all right? Visit WJSportsTalk.com today. Weiss Johnson and Train, it is hard to stop a train. Apparently, it's hard to stop a cadre as well in the shootout. That's a tough one. Keep the text messages coming in. It'll be the Paris Jewelers inbox. One of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza text of the day. And we're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio this morning. All right, who's got beef? I got beef. You got beef. We all got beef. Who's got the beefiest beef? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Klima's lid over in the chat says, classic furnace beating. I hear you. Like it's the one thing that one guy does. He gets 9 furnaces a year from Weiss Johnson. They know him. They see it pop up. They're like, oh, man, it's Steve again.
Yeah.
What happened in the Oilers game last night?
That's the...
Yeah.
Or you see the result and you're like, the phone's going to be heating up here in 3, 2, 1, you know, and the calls pour in. Just pounding that puppy.
All right, 780-218-9999. Text your beefs in. It's a beefy time of year. It started to cool down a little bit. Ricks, what's your beef, my man?
It's a general beef. It's Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving. We all like American Thanksgiving because it's kind of an unofficial, I guess, kickoff to Christmas. It's later in November. You've got the NFL slate and all those things. I like Canadian Thanksgiving where it's on the calendar. I do like the October. Thanksgiving should be fall.
You like it?
It shouldn't be winter. This is good. It's a great time. We got some CFL action that you'll be calling.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was a Thanksgiving movie.
Some would say. And I like my family. I like my blood family. I also like my in-laws.
Okay.
I married a great woman, and her family is great as well. But you also know, I've said before, I love normal time.
Normal time is the
Give
best.
me 365 days of normal time. I'm a happy camper. It's all good. And then you could visit. Like, you could visit during normal time, and you can hang out. It's all good. There's no pressure because it's normal time.
You got family coming in all weekend?
So my mother-in-law, whom I love, she's great, and her partner, they're coming up. They're going to come up. They haven't seen the house yet. We've been in our house for 2 or 3 years.
Oh, they definitely come check it out. Yeah,
because they're in a town, they farm, they all this stuff. So whatever, they're busy. So they're coming up. It's Thanksgiving. It's great. The plan was, they're coming up Saturday afternoonish, leaving Monday early. So it's
that's perfect. Pop in.
Yeah.
Little dinner on Sunday.
So we get in touch yesterday, as it were, midweek. And my wife says, "Oh, can't wait to see you Saturday." Oh, Saturday? Well, we're coming up Friday, or early Friday.
Oh no.
So, anyways, and you can't say. And then is that a problem?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're going to say yes, it is a problem.
You can't say that. Even if it is a problem, even if you're not, even if we were buying in the process of buying a house, we haven't secured it yet. It's not a problem. We'll fit you in.
You'll pretend you live in another house.
So now, and the whole week, like, I can't complain. I don't have kids. I get it. But I had it all. I had the week. It was all laid up.
That was your Friday.
I had, and I didn't really have any spare time for myself.
No, but it was normal.
But it was normal, and there's cleaning to do. There's stuff to do. Damn it. So now all that's pushed forward. They're coming for an extra day. They want to cook a meal.
The whole meal. The whole thing.
The full thing.
A bird.
And we don't, it's just me and my wife. We don't keep, we don't have cauldrons.
Go get one of those turkey loaves.
We don't cook for,
Yeah. So you're going to have to go buy a big pot or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then my wife has the brilliant idea, why don't we invite your brother and his family over?
Oh, no. And I know Lucas, but that's an awful idea.
Love him. I love him all. But now it's just...
This is a disaster.
And have you seen the price of food?
Have I seen the price of food?
You know how much a bird costs these days?
I go to the grocery store with my eyes closed.
I will go to the park and kill a pigeon.
You should.
And serve that.
I should just go to a local farm and kill a turkey.
Well, sure. And so the whole thing is just, I've really lost my... It's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be great.
It sounds like it.
And I love the ball. But it's going to be a lot of gritting of the teeth from my point of view. So I have beef with the general Thanksgiving holiday. I'm not giving thanks.
No, you're not thankful for anything.
That's I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
When I do the toast.
What are you thankful for? I'm thankful that you're all leaving after
you
this.
Get the hell out of my house. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you have to deal with that. We're gonna have the four of us, and Tam's mom's gonna come over.
That's
and that'll be a table of five. You don't need to. No, we're gonna do it Monday.
You're doing it Monday.
We got something going on Sunday.
Okay.
What's going on Sunday? Probably got like 9 hockey games Sunday.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Why
saying
are we
that
doing
I'm
it Sunday? We should do it Sunday. What's going on Sunday? Actually, you know what?
Sunday's the day, man.
We could do it Sunday. We have hockey practices at 9:15 and 11:30, and then nothing. So I guess we could do a dinner Sunday night.
Push up.
Yeah.
Like they did with me.
I do have our annual Cavis Reed Fantasy Football League of Adult Things meeting that night at 9 o'clock. As according to my calendar on my phone that I put in place just a few weeks ago.
Big weekend.
So yeah, maybe we'll do a turkey dinner on Sunday instead of Monday. We were going to do it on Monday, but...
No Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge Monday as well.
Well, obviously, it's
in observance of the.
Unless your family was still in town, then you could sneak away and get.
Then I would go.
All right, Trev, what's your beef, buddy? Text in your beefs to 780. Lucas is in the chat. He goes, "Fine, we won't come."
Hey, wasn't my idea.
What's your beef, Trev?
Yeah, so I got written down here 3 things. The
Three beefs.
The Ovation fans.
You didn't like
gave
that,
me
yeah.
tickets. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing, I thought. But this one is kind of goes hand in hand, I guess. I kind of have beef after celebrating like that hard after every series win.
It's okay. I understand where you're
You have a
coming
history
from.
with celebrations.
Yes, I don't know. Maybe that's just my thing. I just don't like celebrations, but like they celebrated yesterday like they won it all. You know, I know it's huge, but they also celebrated just like that, if not harder, when they clinched the division. So yeah, I don't know. I got beef with that, but also the beef that is kind of connected with that is it just how many, like I just wish it was for the players. Like you look like I saw yesterday how many people, there's more people just
in that room.
Yeah. Like conducting it, whatever. Right.
Get out of here, Hazel May.
Yeah. Like just let the boys celebrate.
Keegan
like,
Matheson ran out.
And yeah, like huge shout out for the players. Cause if that was me, like I just want to be like, no, like I'd be dodging the cameras all night. So that's my beef. It's pretty simple, but it just, I don't know. It kind of annoys me.
All right, you can send your beefs to 780-218-9999. I have a little like this one's kind of tough for me because I know like when I'm not on the radio, I have a very filthy mouth. I will say the F word a lot. Yeah.
Truth be told, everybody thinks people that work on the news and they're mild mannered.
I'm a swear
like
boy.
A sailor, yeah.
I'm a swear boy. Like, yeah, you're right. I be a sailor off the air.
Effing sailor.
No, but this is my. Like I have a bit of I hate to say it because like I don't technically have a beef with it, but I see why some people would have a beef with it, and that is just the amount of F-bombs in the celebrations that are popping up online and on the high. Like Marshall can't watch Schneider's speech last night.
Well,
like it's I don't know. I get it because I'm like, yeah, man, I swear too. F this and F that and F you and I'm Rory and like I get it. But I'm also like, because of the kids, I'm like, I don't know if that's.
But haven't we like crossed
that
Rubicon? It's just.
Well, I say the F word around the house sometimes just for fun, and the kids will laugh. They'll be like, Daddy said a bad word. I'm like, yeah, but like we can't pop on the radio this morning and drop 5 F-bombs. Yeah.
Nasty Nana was in here swearing up a storm.
My mom's
your
filthy.
kids were and then the bus is like, Grandma.
Yeah, Nana.
She's like, don't repeat.
Nana, don't swear. My parents swearing in my house. I did not swear as a child, obviously. But when I got to be about 16, 17, and I grew to be about like 6'3", 6'4", I just started swearing a lot around the house. Like, I guess because I wasn't afraid physically of my parents anymore. It was different back then, you know? So I was just like, all right, let's do it now. What do you think about this? But I started swearing around the house as a joke. I'd be like, oh, F you, Mom. And then they'd be like, and then it just continued on. So I swear way too much around the house. But then I watch it on TV and I'm like, oh man, that's not as cool. I don't know. But you're excited. I would also probably swear in the same situation.
Yeah.
So,
but
I don't know.
It's lost its pop.
I feel like all of a sudden it gets celebrated. You know, a little bit, maybe too much as it should. I don't know. Maybe I know people are going to be like, Dusty, you're an idiot. But so those people, I say, F you. Just kidding.
Say it.
No.
I know you want to.
We won't say it. Like, we don't say it. Like,
can't.
not on our show. Not on any shows here.
Not on 95.7 Cruise FM.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. All right, send your beefs to 780. That wasn't even my original beef. I had a bunch of other beefs. Skinner on the third goal was a beef. I got guys who message me and say it's not his fault, but I got beef with the stupid high sticking call last night. You're telling me that wasn't a high stick? I got beef with that too. We're one day into the Oilers season. I already hate officials.
I'm sure.
And replay centers.
Next guest will probably.
Reid was fired up. Reid was disgusted with the game last night. It was. It was great. All right, so you can send in your beefs to 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. We'll get to a few more beefs as we work our way maybe through the show a little bit later on. Big Dave says, I get Eric's beef. We have a family of 7. Plus, we're having an extra 9 people come over. We were supposed to do it on Sunday, so we get Monday to recover, but someone else's schedule makes Monday work better, and we have to do it on Monday.
Well, but it's your house.
Dude, if you're hosting, man, no way.
No.
F that.
You call the shots. You probably dropped a few of those when you heard the news, eh?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Darn it.
All right, let's bring in this son of a bee, Reid Wilkins. Reid Wilkins joins us on the show this morning. Reid, good morning. How are you, sir?
All right, first of all, how's the mic?
Oh, wait a sec. Your mic's super low. You got to turn it up a little bit.
That's okay.
Hey, there we
Better
go. Stop
coming
right
in.
there. Stop right there.
Right there?
Yeah, right there. Tape it
Okay,
there.
good. I found a setting within the computer where I can also adjust it. I was too loud last night or earlier this morning. How are you guys doing? It's nice to see you both. YTT, I hope you're having a jolly morning. What a wonderful day. The sun has come up. Yes, I must be happier than I was last night after one of the worst hockey games I've ever covered.
It was that bad last night for you, hey?
now, yeah.
At least in terms of all the hype of a season opener. Like, that was actually, I don't know. I have a lot of feelings still. I mean, the last two season openers, they lose 8-1 and 6-0. But in some way, last night's loss was worse because they had the lead against a team that for about 30 minutes seemed completely disinterested in the existence of the sport of hockey. I mean, Calgary did nothing for half an hour or for 30 minutes in the game time. Sorry. And then the Oilers just went to sleep, and the Flames were like, oh, okay, I guess we could score. And then it kind of got interesting. What were you guys talking about? The ovation? Was that brought up earlier?
Trev was not happy with the ovation. He didn't think it was long enough for McDavid.
Well, I really like the DJ at Rogers Place because I talk to him sometimes, and he does play a fair amount of Def Leppard. He played a little bit of Animal last night. And I got a beef with the Wannock. I'm like, hey, Wannock. And I'm like singing along like, whoa, you know. And he's like, you know, Wannock, like that face. What are you doing? Is this a song? Lady Gaga. Do you like Lady Gaga, Reid? And he has that little smirk. And I'm like, Wannock, it's Def Leppard. Like, but I don't know if he probably wasn't controlling the volume of the music. The music was too loud. I mean, you got to drop the music a little bit so that I think the fans can cheer and be heard. I thought the music was too loud during the introduction, but it did seem kind of like a subdued team introduction overall. Maybe it is just some fatigue of all the cheering and yelling from the last two playoffs, and it's like, okay, it's actually not that exciting just to have the team introduced when it's mostly the same players who are back. So that was it. It did seem a little subdued for McDavid. It was a subdued game. Like I really feel that it was not an intense season opening, regular season type of game. And then you're right. The video review was confounding that the goal counted. I thought it was an obvious high stick, and I realized it might have been hard to see the puck in some of the replays, but there was the one replay where you could see the crossbar and you couldn't see the puck below the crossbar. And then the puck appeared below the crossbar and went in, and his stick didn't touch it. So therefore, his stick must have touched it above the crossbar. And I know people might say, well, Reid, you have to have clear evidence. But they will allow goals where they can't see the puck, but they know it's not outside the net. So they make the assumption, oh, it was under the goalie's equipment in the net. So that shouldn't have counted. The third goal was just a terrible goal. And doesn't even really come down. The reason I'm more frustrated about that than some other goals against, like, that's not even goaltending. That's just decision making. That's just responsible hockey. Like, don't toy with it. and you know, I watched it again. Yeah, maybe Bush could have played it better or just stopped right in front of Skinner, turned around and cross-checked Coleman. I get it. Like, there's other things that happen, but it's mainly on the guy handling the puck. It's got to be just cover it or sweep it to the corner, you know, like do something. And then, as I mentioned on the post-game show, guys, like that's a terrible call on Uyghur in overtime. That's not holding.
That was a bad call.
That's a terrible call. And then, you know, I guess kind of good for Uyghur for getting his money's worth because, as I was saying, he knew he wasn't going to play again. Either way, like either he was going to go to a shootout or Edmonton was going to score. So he probably was like, okay, I'm gonna say something that I know I shouldn't say and see if they actually throw me out. But, you know, McDavid does do that, especially in the neutral zone. He will put his arm in a location where he's daring the other guy to hold him, but it didn't quite work out as it usually does last night. So it was kind of an odd night. I didn't think. I mean, it was exciting because it went to overtime and went to a long shootout, but I didn't think the quality of hockey was very good. But credit to the Flames. They stuck with it and got 2 points, and this is why I think they can be a playoff team, because I think they can scavenge for points like that. But just really disappointing that the Oilers had the lead and kicked it away and couldn't find a way to finish it.
How much blame do you lay at the fact that the Oilers go out and get Jack Roslovic during the game, which a lot of people are saying
Distract everybody.
really affected the locker room there? But joking aside, your thoughts on that acquisition as well? 1 year, 1.5.
Well, I think it's another low-risk deal. I think he's obviously a player, and I'm sure we're going to find out here, who has some warts. If you've been a 20-goal scorer and you're a free agent for the entire summer and the entire preseason.
Yeah.
So he clearly... what did Arvidsson and Jeff Skinner get? Didn't one get 4 and one get 3 something? Trying to remember back, and they were players who had scored 20 goals, and Roslovic is coming in and only gets 1.5. He needs to be the 6th or 7th best forward on the team, so hopefully he can do that.
Where do you see him slotting in?
Yeah, what do you think?
I really don't know, Eric. I wonder if they'll bump Savoy down and try him with Nugent Hopkins and Mangiapane. I'm not sure that Savoy deserves to be bumped down already, but that just kind of seems like an obvious spot. Tomashek played pretty well last night, so we'll see about that. Ike Howard maybe could get bumped down. Maybe he even winds up going to Bakersfield as a result of this, because they're going to have to probably make some sort of a roster move.
One roster move probably, right?
Yeah, and I think Bowman said last night in the scrum they haven't even actually filed the contract yet, because they're going to have to do something. So we'll look for that today or tomorrow, I guess. Look, if he can score 5-on-5 even periodically and not be a liability defensively, then it's probably going to be a good signing. I talked to some people, like there was one person I talked to who's watched hockey a lot, and it was basically disgusted by the move. Somebody else seemed to feel a little better about it, and then somebody was kind of in the middle that he's an up and down type of player. So the Oilers probably know
somebody
that's what
was disgusted by the move at 1.5.
Well,
yeah.
Well, it was just I don't think the money was out at that point. I think it was just when Elliott first started reporting it. And you get in touch with people or whose opinion you trust or just see, and they were just like one-dimensional player. Now, having said that, maybe that's all the Oilers want from this player. They don't need it. They don't need him to kill penalties. They don't need him on the power play.
Yeah.
They just need him to score 5-on-5 and not be a disaster defensively. So I think maybe, I hate to say this, the Oilers might be fine getting a one-dimensional player if he excels at that dimension.
What do you think of McDavid and Draisaitl on the penalty kill, man?
I absolutely hate it. It's the biggest knoblock move I've disagreed with to this magnitude. But the reason I don't like it is because I've seen it before and it didn't work out before. Tippett used to do it late in penalty kills. And, I remember game 4 against the Jets, not the one where they blew the 3-goal lead in the bubble playoffs or the All-Canadian Division playoffs. But they were up 4-3 or 3-2 in game 4 that the Jets won in overtime and won the series on. And in the third period, the Oilers were killing a penalty, and McDavid and Draisaitl went out with about 25 seconds left, and the Jets tied the game on a play where McDavid wasn't totally sure where he should have been killing the penalty. So I don't like it. I know they almost got a shorthanded goal. But I just feel if those guys are on the ice, especially McDavid, they're thinking offense. And I just think in that situation, you need guys who pride themselves in hustling, blocking shots, getting in passing lanes, sacrificing, doing all the grunt work to try to get the team 2 points. And again, I also think that, those guys are going to play a lot. I mean, McDavid played 26-21.
Yeah.
I know there was overtime. Draisaitl played 24-40. So now a guy who thought maybe he was signed to kill penalties or check, he's like, okay, I know I'm on this team with McDavid and Draisaitl and these other guys. I know I'm not a scorer, okay? So where are my 10 to 12 minutes of ice time going to come from? Well, now these guys are getting even more in that role, So I'm even more diminished in how I contribute to the team. I don't like it. Now, I know, were they 3 for 3 last night?
3 for 4.
3 for 4. Oh, yeah, right, because Calgary got the high stick goal. So I will see, I guess, but I would prefer not to see those guys on the PK, unless maybe you're behind. Like, I know he started putting McDavid out there in game 1 against the Kings last year when they were down 5-1 or 5-2. But generally, I don't like that. I don't think I think long-term it's better for the team to have other guys doing that job.
How long do you think Frederick gets on the top line?
I really don't know. I probably Saturday.
Yeah. I know. But I mean, with the way Knobloch's done things, it's probably not crazy to say.
Not at all.
Maybe just Saturday. Let's see how it goes.
Well, and that, like, to Knobloch's credit, he will change things. I mean, most other coaches that I think we've talked about in the McDavid era were criticized for not changing, So it's refreshing to have a coach that will try stuff. But I think McDavid and Draisaitl are staying together 5-on-5. I'm not quite sure who you'd put up there. Probably Mangiapane, who I thought had a decent game last night. But I think they'll give Frederick another shot there. Maybe he'll get multiples. And look, the lines change all the time, of course, as we know. But it seems like they want to play McDavid and Draisaitl together. My theory is that they really want to play together and be let to run with it for a little while. But yeah, Frederick wasn't overly noticeable on that line last night. And like, it was just, again, there wasn't a lot of hitting. Like, he didn't get out there and crash and bang. I know they got 35 hits they gave the Flames 35 hits last night, Oilers 23, but I didn't feel like it was a real bang and crash type of game. They probably come back with the same lineup, unless Wallman's healthy on Saturday. I don't know if Roslovic is going to jump right in. But it was kind of like, I mean, McDavid and Draisaitl, you do see the power of them playing together, but Frederick was kind of felt like an observer on that line last night. I have said nothing positive in the last 10 minutes. This is awful.
What are your thoughts, Reid, too? Like, did you pick up anything last night down at the rink? Like, Andrew Mangiapane, he had the goal. It's his former team. Like, why is he nowhere to be found in the shootout?
I don't know that either. Yeah, and I asked.
No, I just
And I asked Knobloch after the game, like, do you plan out 1 through 18?
That was a good question, how he laid it out. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, but if he's going by, it was almost like, and we know this, he's a big confidence guy. It was almost like he decided, well, I'll play 3 relatively new NHL players, Savoy, Tomashik, and Howard. Is like, oh, see if I can get him a goal that way. By going in and winning the shootout, how great would they feel? Okay, cool. But if you're going by how somebody played in the game, you would think Mangiapane would be probably your 4th shooter, quite frankly. So that was surprising deployment as well. And I gotta admit, I don't find the shootout that exciting anymore. I was actually getting bored. I was actually just like, somebody end this night. My God.
What's coming up on the Reid Wilkins show, buddy?
Well, Wannick's going to do some of the show with me today because Jay Milne is off today. I think Ian Herbers is going to come on.
Ah, nice.
And I'll try to book some other guests and I'll lift my mood by then. See if I can find some other things to talk about. Well, we'll talk about the Blue Jays too.
Yes.
That was great. That was fun following that game last
and
night.
Yankee.
Yankees lose. That's what they were saying after. So it was good. All right, Reid, thanks for popping on, buddy.
All right, love you guys.
There you go. Love you too. That's Reid Wilkins, who does our afternoon show here. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, I'm sure many of you are like, whoa, that's where Reid Wilkins went? Yes, he does an afternoon show with us on TuneIn, on iHeart, on YouTube, and EdmontonSportsTalk.com every day from 3 to 6 with the glue guy.
We should give away a chance to watch a game between Reid and Matt. I think that'd be highly entertaining.
Oh, man. That would be, was that Hernan last night? Because Hernan was there last night.
Hernan was there too.
Was Hernan sitting in between?
I think he probably won the trip. Yeah,
man. That's a riot right there. All right, if you want to chime in on the game, did you like it as much as Reid did? I give Reid Wilkins a hug today. We should all be waiting at the top of the stairs when he walks in the office today. Just come here, man.
Write it on the whiteboard.
It's not your fault.
Write it on the whiteboard.
It's not your fault. Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Reid
Wilkins. Yeah. 780-218-9999. Eric texts in. First time he's ever texted in. Must be a 95.7 Cruise FM. Thanks for being here, man. Can someone please go give Reid a hug? Yes, everybody. Everybody's like, we got to hug Reid.
Zach gives good hugs. I'm sure he'll.
Zach would love to hug Reid. And Reid would love a hug from Zach. I'm 100% certain of that.
That'll brighten his day.
All right, it is the Nielson Show. The 7 o'clock hour of the Nielson Show today has been brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense, please. All right, coming up in the third hour of the show, we will have kind of easy trivia. Looking to push it to 25-0. Who's going to be our hero today? If you want to play, gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs. Text Trev right now if you want to play and try to take this streak, keep the streak going here in the 24-0 in the 95.7 Cruise FM era. Let's go to 25. Hey, who's going to play? 780-218-9999. We've got 3 questions too many coming up. We've got the Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment coming up. We've got Scalding Hot Takes on the way as well. And Selly Sports Bar and Lounge Thursday Night Football Challenge. And, of course, the wrap for William Huff. That's a jam-packed third hour. And you know what that means? That means 50 minutes of that hour are going to be talk. Good old-fashioned sports talk.
Yeah.
And you're going to love it on this big booming signal.
100%.
At 95.7 Cruise FM.
100%.
All right. Let's get to a sports update right now with Lieutenant Eric, brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and, of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Oilers dropping the season opener on home ice in a shootout, an 8-round shootout to the Flames. 4-3 your final as Edmonton would blow a 3-0 lead. Leon Draisaitl notching his 400th career goal. Andrew Mangiapane scoring his first with the club. Oilers back in action Saturday night when they welcome in the Canucks. Also during last night's game, the club would sign forward Jack Roslovic to a 1-year, $1.5 million deal. 3 other games last night. Kings rallying for a 6-5 shootout win over Vegas. It was the Bruins topping the Capitals 3-1, and the Leafs taking over the Habs by a score of 5-2. Busy night around the NHL this evening. 14 games dotting the schedule. The Edmonton Oil Kings would wrap up a road trip last night with a 5-2 loss to the Medicine Hat Tigers. Oil Kings will come home with a 5-2 record and get set to host the Moose Jaw Warriors Saturday, 2 o'clock. On the diamond, the Jays, they're off to the ALCS for the first time in 9 years as they defeated the Yankees 5-2, taking that ALDS in 4. Jays will host Game 1 against either Seattle or Detroit, and that'll go Sunday as the Tigers yesterday forcing a Game 5 with the Mariners, a 9-3 your final. Both the Cubs and Phillies also staying alive in their NLDSs as those series will resume later today. Dodgers hosting the Phillies 4:08 and the Cubs at home to the Brewers at 7:08. And it'll be the Eagles and Giants kick off Week 6 in the NFL this evening. You could join me for this one. Always a carnival atmosphere at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge, Century Casino, Fort Road. Smoked brisket cheesesteaks on special. We'll have an NFL jersey up for grabs, and it'll be your next chance to qualify into a draw for a trip for 2 to Los Angeles to see the Rams host the Saints. Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Anytime I need to see your face, I just close my eyes and I am taken to a place where your crystal mind and magenta feeling take a shelter in the base of my spine, straight like a chicken cherry cola. I don't need to try to explain, I just hold on tight, and if it happens again, I'ma move so silently to the arms and the lips and the face of the human kind of all that I need to, I want to. Come stand a little bit closer, breathe in and get a bit higher. You'll never know what hit you when I get to you. Ooh, I want you, I don't know where to find you, but ooh, I gotta find out. Ooh, I want you, I don't know where to find you, but ooh, I gotta find out. is a deep commitment. Getting comfy, getting perfect is what I live for. But I look and then I smell a perfume. It's like I'm down on the floor and I don't know what I'm in for. Conversation, there's a time and place in the interaction of a lover and a nip at the time I'm talking. Using symbols, using what can be like into a deep sea diver who is swimming with the raincoat. Come stand a little bit closer, breathe in and get a bit higher. You never know what hit you when I get to you. Ooh, I want you, I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I gotta find out. Ooh, I want you, I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I gotta find out. Anytime I need to see your face, I just close my eyes and I'm taken to a place where your crystal mind and magenta feelings take up shelter in the base of my spine, shit like a chicken cherry cola. I don't need to try to explain, I just hold on tight, and if it happens again, I'ma move so silently to the arms and the lips and the face of the human cannibal that I need to. I want you. Ooh, I want you. I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I gotta find out. Ooh, I want you. I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I gotta find out. So can we find out?
A little Savage Garden for you on a Throwback Thursday here on 95.7 Cruise FM.
We haven't let it go this long for a while.
Oh, I know. Well, we both had to go take a leak.
Yeah.
You got your coffee. I got some water filled up
yeah.
there, and we were waiting to get through the traffic update with probably Justin Durbin, but I'm not sure who was doing it.
Yeah.
Somebody said we had Chris from Cruise over here say we should get a little FM radio that we can put in here, right over there, so we can listen just very lightly to the show.
Yeah,
when
that
it's in
wouldn't be
commercial
bad.
stuff. It's not a bad idea.
Like the old.
Yeah,
I
it's not a
used to
bad
do that.
idea,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
Why not?
Kind of makes sense. All right, the Nielsen Show is brought to you by Weiss Johnson today and tomorrow and the previous 3 days as well.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
And you know, yesterday, if you weren't happy when Stuart Skinner left that puck right in front of him and it got poked home, and you went,
you immediately
you went to your heat pump, and you tore it apart like it was a Hulk Hogan T-shirt, and you need a new one. Then you go to Weiss Johnson. I do like the idea of people sharing stories on how they ruin their furnace or air conditioning unit, and then we tell you to go to Weiss Johnson to get a new one. They got 25% off right now if you package your furnace with an AC or heat pump. 25% off for all you nasties right now. Visit wjsportstalk.com for more details on that one.
Sailor in the Paris Jewelers inbox. He's already using Roslovic as trade bait.
Roslovic and league minimum player traded plus picks to Seattle for Jordan Eberle at half retained. It works. Bring Eberle home. Hey, we got a song for that, eh? We got a song for that. Duh. All right. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Why not stop by one of their locations? West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, or St. Albert's Center. And, of course, online, parisjewelers.com. They are Canadian. They are family-owned. One of your text messages, it's been a good day in that inbox so far. One of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Yeah, they're making it great. They're still making it great with the best and freshest ingredients you'll find. Oh, and also, how about top-notch service for 55 years? Order online today, royalpizza.ca, or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. If you haven't tried Royal Pizza yet, you're not even close to living your best life.
And good soup.
It's the best. They're the best in the biz.
I had that cream of, it was a chowder, a chicken chowder.
A chowder!
Delicious.
It does sound nice. You should get it for when all the family comes over this weekend.
Actually, you know what? Royal Pizza would be
That's a great idea.
To bounce out and hop out for a bit.
Yeah. Here's the hour for you. We're going to do kind of easy trivia right away. Then we're going to get to 3 questions too many. We've got your Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment. We've got Scalding Hot Takes. We got Selly Sports Bar and Lounge, Thursday Night Football Challenge. And, of course, we got the wrap for William Huffby, Sound of the Day, Text of the Day. Also need one more question for 3 questions too many. We have 2 Oilers questions right now. So give us a non-Oilers question or a non-sports question. Get creative with it. 218-218-9999. The 8 o'clock hour of the Nielson Show, brought to you by GD Liquidators. GD Liquidators, auctions, and appraisals. They do it all. Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items for almost 40 years. Do not miss their monthly online auctions at www.gdliquidators.com. Also, Canadian-owned and operated. Make them your first call, 780-447-2787. Or just pop by. That's where I popped by. I found that couch. I was looking for something else, and I found my office couch at 14510 124th Ave. 24-0 is where we are at, everybody. 24 in a row in the 95.7 Cruise FM
It's
era.
nice to get to a nice 25. Hey, that's a nice number. It just looks good next to that 0. 25.
It does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? The old Darnell Nurse number. Horrible puck decision on that one goal last night. Whatever. Let's not worry about it too much. All right.
Have our games.
Kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's. They got a new location opening soon in Bonnie Doon. Check out MrMikes.ca for more details. Order online, skip the dishes, DoorDash. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casually. Trev, who do we got, buddy?
El Presidente.
El Presidente in the house trying to get his hands on this gift certificate. Let's bring in El. El, how are you?
Doing all right. Thanks, boys.
All right, good. Here we go. No pressure to take it to 25-0, but don't blow it, all right?
All right.
I don't know if that was a nervous or a confident. Haha. Trev's going to start the ticker after I read the first question. Let's get after it. Did the Oilers win last night?
No.
Name one player who scored a goal for the Oilers.
Mangiapane.
Who was the Flames goalie last night?
Wolf.
Which team eliminated the Yankees?
Blue Jays. Let's go.
True or false? The Blue Jays have won the World Series 4 times.
False. Only 2.
Oh, this guy knows everything.
Bonus,
oh, my goodness. Look at this.
What's that, nerd?
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal the show.
That's happening.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules.
Ooh, you better believe that's happening.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
That's happening.
The first year, we took it to the limit.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
El Presidente win. Gets it done. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 25-0. Whoever blows it for the first time in the 95.7 Cruise FM era will go down as a legend for all the wrong reasons. That person will be remembered. They'll come to the Nasty Bash next summer and we'll feather and tar them. Tar and feather them. I've always wanted to tar and feather somebody, but like politely.
Yeah, maybe it's the new baptismal.
Like with a good tar, like a nice tar.
Real hot.
And feathers that can remove. I imagine like when they give that guy the golden crown in Game of Thrones. That's how I imagine a tar and feathering going.
Like a paint stain.
What's that? What'd you say, Eric? What did you just say? Did you just say to me you wanted to crack some packs from Tim Hortons? Because I got some. I got some right here. It's funny that you would bring that up. I was going to save these for myself, but I guess you want one. Trev, coming in hot.
Remember, any nooges.
Why? What are we doing with the nooge?
Aaron. One of them for her. So, I mean, if we...
Oh, she needs the nooge.
I mean, we need to complete our set first,
Right.
but any
Once
extras.
again, if anybody works at Tim Hortons, tell them how you do this, and let's get a partnership done.
We've been
doing it for
hawking your
9
product here
years.
for,
I'm pretty sure this only exists because of us. Kaprizov, Barkov, and goalie etchings. What a sign. Ilya Sorokin.
No.
Hey?
No.
Put in an offer.
You didn't.
Brian Fellows?
Is there a Roslovic in this year's...
No. I mean, Roslovic can't have a card in this set.
Just him wearing a
What are
white
we doing
T-shirt,
here?
UFA, right?
Yeah.
They should have the UFA subset of just guys that
They
are...
should, guys who haven't signed yet, yeah. Well, who'd you get, Rick?
I got a goalie etchings, Andrei Vasilevsky, and then base cards, Werenski and Austin Matthews, future Oiler.
Future Oiler, Austin Matthews. Hopefully somebody gets a Kempe because that guy wants out big time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, he does.
Who'd you get, Trev?
Got a good one.
You did?
A really good one.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So start off with Jake Gensel.
Nobody cares about Gensel. What are we doing here?
Where are you going?
What are we doing?
Philip Forsberg.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
What's the good one here?
Look at this. True North Heroes. Connor McDavid.
Whoa.
Hey, that's a nice card.
Oh, look at that, baby.
Oh, you're a lucky boy. That's good for our set. That's a big one, Rick.
Yes.
They got him good in that. That's a good.
It looks good.
Nice pose,
Yeah.
Look at this one. Yeah.
That's really
Get a
good.
close up on this, boys.
Yeah, I want to see this in person here. Hey, this looks really nice. This is probably one of our better ones that we've got so far. True North Heroes. Because he's Canadian, you know?
Yeah.
This is nice. There we go. That's a beautiful McDavid. I'll leave it in your hands, Rick.
Whoa.
And put it with the stack, eh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a little, yeah. It's, well, yeah.
There we go.
You got a little bit of a tooth mark in there. Oh. They all look good in the binder.
Oh, they will look good in a binder, won't they? I have a feeling after your Thanksgiving weekend, you're going to need a little pick-me-up. I'm thinking a binder might just be the right trick for that.
Are you saving Thanksgiving?
I'm trying to save Thanksgiving. I'm trying.
That's a movie in itself.
A Hallmark movie.
Yes.
A Hallmark movie shot in Winnipeg because apparently Winnipeg has a great location for Hallmark movies. That's the thing. I didn't make that up.
Is this a Huss factoid that he's...
No, but he would probably know about that.
Yeah. I could see him being an extra. That would be best. Behind,
Somebody said Reid was supposed to have Huss on today, but Huss had to move it to tomorrow.
Yeah.
So anyway, Hustler will be with me on the Lock Shop from 11 until 12. If you were on 95.7 Cruise FM, you're like, wow, you guys sound like you have a lot of fun. You're right, we do, and it continues all day long. We've got the Hangout from 9 to 11, a fun show. The Lock Shop, very disrespected by many. Our sports betting show from 11 until noon. Today, what's today? Thursday, we'll have two guys in the goalie with myself, Joaquin Gage, Matt Cassian. That'll be from 12 until 1. The EST afternoons with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage, 1 to 3. And then the Reid Wilkins show regularly with the Glue Guy. Glue Guy's off today. But Reid Wilkins will take you home from 3 until 6 today. So just download the iHeartRadio app, download TuneIn. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're almost at 13.3K on the subs, youtube.com/@Yeg Sports Talk. By the way, if you're over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Where are we at today? We
I've
changed
given my
200.
thumb.
We got to be changing 200. I know they lost last night, but we're 20 away.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hammer the thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. All right, let's get into 3 questions too many today. For the great staff at Park Mazda, Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment, you know?
Yeah, I do. 3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he's thinking of starting his own card set of employees at Park Mazda. Park Mazda dealer.
That's
collect them all. We always toyed around with that idea as well.
I want to do a set of cards for EST 100%.
Yes.
I don't know how we distribute, but we could easily do a 30 card set. Like
There's
the
a company in
bookbinder
Edmonton
could have
that does it, and I've seen the Edmonton. They do like Edmonton cards of stuff, or they did. It was years back, but I'm sure
there's got to be. It's probably something online.
Yeah, or you could. Mitch is going to do them homemade.
But they're
all one of ones.
Dick Vinarette could have a card.
Oh, yeah.
Renee could have a card. Bookbinder could have a card. Chet Palmer could have a card. All of our staff could have cards. But I think I'd like them done AI images. Like that type of thing.
Which would be the highest valued?
That's a great question.
Somebody will answer it.
The highest valued EST card, what would it be? Yeah, send those suggestions in. Do we have social media accounts?
We do. As you mentioned, YouTube. We're up and going there. It's the Nasty Chat's humming along at a very nice pace. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And give us a thumb. Twitter or X at YEG Sports Talk. And then, of course, you got the Instagram, the TikTok, and the Facebook Edmonton Sports Talk. Follow it all up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Barry Getman texts in. Morning, fellas. Is Tim Hortons selling cards already? Yes, they are. I'm visiting Canada again in a couple of weeks, and if they're selling cards, I'm going to have to bring some extra card cash. Hey, bring a few bucks because they're not cheap.
Who's it, Big G, that got the box?
Big G got the whole box.
Yeah.
He's rich.
Love the commitment. Yeah,
Big G's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Troll says the highest value card, Bruce Boudreau in a luchador mask. Signed. I would send it to him. He would sign it for sure.
Oh my God, it's a Boudreau
I like to
auto.
see Bruce Boudreau in a luchador mask at Wayne Sports Cards doing an autograph session. And he pretends nobody knows it's him. DB says, easy. The Will Fraser ass shot. Autograph, 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Fraser does have a good ass now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Highest value card, 1 of 1. Renee's game-used undies. Who's that person? They don't have a handle. That's the first text they've ever sent in.
You dirty rascal.
FM radio, am I right? All right, question number 1. Guys, is Roslovic at least a top 9 forward on this team right out of the gate?
Middle 6.
Has to be. Scored. Now, what do you have last year? You said he was top in Carolina in 5 on 5 scoring,
5 led them
but he
in
was
scoring.
still minus 10 on a pretty good team, wasn't he?
Plus, we don't care about plus minus. Career high, matched a career high, 22 goals, played the full season. 4 points, 9 playoff games, I do believe. But, probably get buried.
Trev, who comes out? Right now with just this lineup. Hyman's not in yet. The TCM are still banged up. But the 12 guys who played last night, who comes out for Roslovic?
What do I have here? I think I have Philp.
Really?
Philp.
Stoff hates your guts right now.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I got Thomas Eck on the first line with McDavid and Dry.
So you've already got full new line combinations.
This is what I was kind of.
Oh, well, yeah. No, give him to us.
Thomas
give
Eck
him
on
to
the
us,
first
Trevor
line
Knobloch.
with McDavid and Dry.
Okay.
He's already getting looks.
I like
Might
it.
as well just.
I like
Let's
it.
see what it looks like. And then you got Nuge, Mangiapane, Roslovic.
Yep.
I think that's probably
Why not?
what everyone's been suggesting already. And then you got Howard, Henrique, Savoy.
That's the third line?
Yes, that would be the third line. Yes. And they connected on a beauty goal against the Kraken during the preseason.
Preseason doesn't matter, Trev.
I know. And then fourth line Pods, Frederick, Kapanen.
And then Philp comes out.
Yeah.
Frederick with the...
Straight from the top to the bottom real quick.
Back down to the basement with you.
That's a tough turnaround by Saturday. Yeah, somewhere Ryan Strome's like, see? See?
It happens. It's such a thing.
Strome at least scored some goals when he was with McDavid briefly,
He's
and
the
then they're just like,
DiCaprio
never
guy.
put him back there ever again. Yeah, Strome is Leo DiCaprio pointing at the TV. All right, question number 2. I don't mind that, though.
That's not bad.
I don't mind it.
That's okay.
I don't know.
I like the third line.
That was quick. Yeah, I like the third line a lot too.
No, they got to
That's
move.
a big third line.
They got to move somebody out.
we should
probably
talk more
to make it
about
We should
work.
talk about this. Third line.
Yeah.
Can we dissect this third line actually?
You guys serious right now?
Oh, we're
Do
dead
you realize
serious.
how busy this third hour is?
Well, fair enough. Tomorrow.
You know what? I'm not here tomorrow. I'm not here tomorrow.
Dusty's gone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Time to third
We'll
line.
float our business idea. To
With the third line.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a business idea here.
Oh, Trevor and I are hatching a plan here.
Interesting.
Yeah, sponsors. Cue up to the left.
Did you say business? I'd just like to point out that this third line idea is brought to you by possibly your company. Email us.
You're gonna love this.
Business at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Let's do business.
Yep.
All right, question number 2. Would you guys start Pickard on Saturday against the Canucks?
No.
I was in full-blown rant mode earlier this morning.
Yeah.
And I said it. It's like when you're making love to somebody that you don't really love, but you yell out, I love you. That was me this morning when I said, I'd start Pickard on Saturday.
Yeah. The
But
emotions are hot.
I'm not backing off of it. I'm going to say I would start Pickard.
Okay.
Look, Reid Wilkins said it. The third goal last night was not a goaltending issue. That was a handling the puck and being engaged in the game issue from Skinner. I'd be like, and I know the whole give him the net back, let it bounce back. Or you say, no, we need to get off to a good start. You're gonna make a stupid play like that, Pickard gets the net. So yeah, I would start Pickard.
And fire Peter Aubry.
Obviously, Peter Aubry. He's not a genius.
Well,
just kidding, Peter Aubry, if you're listening. We're just having
it's
some
the
fun with it.
Scooby-Doo thing, and they take the bed out of his head.
Turns out you were Dustin Schwartz all along. Would have got away with it too if it wasn't for your damn ESTers.
Changing 200.
Changing 200 sounds nice, but you know what would sound better? Changing 300. All right, let's get to question number 3 today. There's a fourth question that I thought would be kind of fun as well. The inbox has been just hammered here recently. Can't find that one. Anyway, I know where we were going for the third one. I can't remember who sent it in, but we heard your rant about Thanksgiving earlier, but people are asking, what is your favorite thing, absolute most favorite thing about Thanksgiving weekend?
Canadian Thanksgiving, obviously.
Yeah,
is the
Canadian
purpose of this
Thanksgiving,
question in the weekend. it does signify to me, and some people might point at Labor Day, but it is kind of me, the kickoff of autumn. Always has been. As a child, school and everything, like it's fall. And when we do Thanksgiving right up here, because it's truly in the season of fall. Yeah. Now, I know the States have maybe a warmer climate in certain areas and they don't really know.
We got pumpkins out right now.
And I like, and I know they were talking about it on the Hangout yesterday. I've told you I have all my Halloween decorations up. They're all up. And I don't mind my Halloween decorations. There's pumpkins involved.
You know, your family that comes over is going to criticize them. Hey, it seems like they're up a little early.
Yeah, but it's not like I don't have like Satan hanging on my door. Like it's not like full blown, like it doesn't look like. So what's something that ties in with Halloween? Pumpkins. What's something that also ties in with Thanksgiving in the cornucopia, right? There's this odd colored corn cobs and pumpkins.
Yeah.
So it all mixes. So it's a very nice, I just like.
You like the look of Thanksgiving.
It's fall, it's autumn, we are here. And you have to, I think we've all accepted it by now. Summer's over. Like, I mean, I'm still in shorts, but
I'm still fighting it a bit.
Well, we all do to a degree. But this is a chance to really kind of dive into the autumn. You know, I mean, the weather's supposed to be crap this weekend.
Classic Thanksgiving.
You put on those heavy sweaters and you just kind of.
Speaking of the weather, quickly.
Into it.
Tailgate, Saturday, Elks game, chili. It's a big chili, the chili cook-off.
And what
Edmonton Sports Talk's a big part of it. That's what I'm saying.
On a chilly day.
It's going to be a chilly day. They're going to be chilly at the tailgate.
Awesome
it's going to be
stuff.
fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Can I quickly answer this one?
No, sorry, Trev. This is just for us. No, go ahead, man. Of course. I was trying to make a funny joke.
Oh, no, that was funny. So, yeah, I'll be quick here. Obviously, Thanksgiving, spending time with family, that's the obvious answer. Stuffing is my favorite. I look forward to stuffing.
What is in your stuffing,
Absolutely.
though? What needs to? No, but you don't care.
I don't care.
You can put anything in there and you're fine.
It's my stepdad's recipe. However,
So there you go, whatever that is, yeah.
Unreal. But my best whoa moment Thanksgiving story ever, this was just insane. I spent it at my buddy's one day.
Bologna snack?
Not that buddy, but I
okay.
played hockey
Imagine
with
him
him.
on Thanksgiving with the gravy.
Oh, yeah, it is a gravy story. This is a gravy story.
Good.
And his cousin, this is a true story. So I grew up in Southern Alberta and I went to school in Tabor. I grew up in Tabor a little bit of my life. And his cousin was Brandon Davidson.
I thought you were going to say Devin Setaguchi.
No, not Seto.
Or Blade.
Not Seto, but it was Brandon Davidson. So I spent my Thanksgiving with the family, and Brandon Davidson was there, and I'll never forget it. This is when he was playing with Jordan Everly, and he was just telling stories. It was the craziest thing ever.
You were
this guy
loving
is
it.
a stud. And I'm like, wow, this is unreal. And then next thing you know, he said, Trev, can you actually pass me the gravy? And I'm like, yes, I can. It was the coolest moment of my little life. I'm like, yes, sir.
Here you go.
Here's the gravy. So, yeah, man, I always tell my friends.
So your whole highlight of Thanksgiving is passing the gravy to Brandon Davidson.
That is my biggest moment. And then after supper, we lit fireworks. And he was like, Trev, let's light some fireworks. Let's go. And so, yeah.
Wow.
I was lighting fireworks with Brandon Davidson.
Wow, that's amazing. I've never handed gravy to Brandon Davidson.
Yeah, it was pretty
My
cool.
favorite thing about
Davo.
They call him Davo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Original Davo.
My favorite thing about Thanksgiving is I'm a big stuffing guy, huge stuffing guy. Now here's the thing: do
you care what's stuffing is a very polarizing topic.
People who know me are going to be like, "Geez, Dusty,
just bread."
Yeah,
is it just
bread? No. So my wife will make the stuffing in the turkey and everything, and her mom comes over and uses some of the turkey juices to make a gravy. Not me. I love the stovetop stuffing. I'm a huge stove. So they'll make all this stuffing. And then like right before we go, Tammy would be like, I'm starting your stuffing. I'm like, thanks, babe. Love you. And then I have like a pot of like just stovetop stuffing. And then I don't like the gravy that they make from the turkey. So she also makes me like a special
don't like the
gravy
turkey
on the
gravy,
side.
man?
No, I like a Swiss chalet gravy, like the packaged gravy. So every single family meal will make like everything and it looks delicious. And then there'll be a little side of stovetop stuffing and gravy from a pack.
A bunch of empty boxes in the corner of the kitchen for you. Yeah. Just
so that's my favorite thing about Thanksgiving. Cool. And then I like sitting around the table and hearing what my kids say they're thankful for. It's always kind of hilarious. Like it's fun.
Just a quick note on that tailgate as well, the chili cook-off.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by the Turf District, You Need a Barbecue, and Edmonton Sports Talk.
Awesome.
And you can head down to Lot B. That's Lot B, 2:00. Game's at 5. Lots of time to taste the chilies and have a few, libations, I guess is what they call it. It's the 3rd annual event. Taste some chili. You can also cast your votes, Trevor. That's the important part in this.
You better cast a ballot
You
this
vote.
time.
You vote on your
Redemption.
favorite chili.
It's redemption time.
Judges will be at Lot B along with the ballots in the voters box. So it's all contained in one. Fan vote, judges vote decides who wins. 2 separate prize packs. The judges vote awarding the trophy. Winners will be announced October 24th at the final tailgate of the regular season. So Lot B, 2 o'clock. Get down there. Maybe Iwanic will even have his world famous bolognese sauce that he had.
All right, RCN texted. It says, my stuffing story is the least surprising news of 2025. Probably. Martin says, stovetop stuffing is essentially a pack of butter with a little bit of bread. And it's delicious. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, we got scalding hot takes coming up. We got your Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment coming up. Selly Sports Bar and Lounge Thursday Night Football Challenge coming up. More details on how you can come have lunch at Subway with me and Tommy and Trev and a bunch of people are going to be there next Wednesday. We'll get into that, and then the wrap for William Huff still to come. Busy third hour of the show. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If you are, tell your friends that the show is being simulcast on 95.7 Cruise FM and YouTube and TuneIn and iHeart and all these fun places. Sports Update right now is brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club, accepting registration now for Thursday Night Men's Curling League. Plus, book your Bonspiel for the upcoming season and get free ice rentals. Book the Bonspiel. You get free ice rental if you purchase the buffet dinner. Visit egmgolf.com for more details. Here's the update.
Oilers opening the season with a 4-3, 8-round shootout loss to the Flames last night after blowing a 3-0 lead. The club will get right back at it Saturday night when they welcome in the Vancouver Canucks. Also during last night, the Oilers signing forward Jack Roslovic to a one-year, $1.5 million deal. Elsewhere last night, it was the Bruins over the Caps 3-1, Leafs over the Habs 5-2, and the Kings rallying for a 6-5 shootout win over Vegas. Busy night around the NHL tonight with 14 games on the schedule. The Edmonton Oil Kings would wrap up a road trip last night with a 5-2 loss to the Medicine Hat Tigers. Oil Kings sitting at 5-2 on the season. They're back in action Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock against the Moose Jaw Warriors. Toronto Blue Jays are off to the ALCS for the first time in 9 years as they took care of the Yankees in 4 games with a 5-2 win. Jays will host Game 1 of the ALCS Sunday against either Seattle or Detroit as that series is going the distance. Tigers forcing a Game 5 with a 9-3 victory over the Mariners yesterday. Both the Cubs and Phillies avoiding elimination as those 2 series resume later today. Dodgers host the Phillies 4:08. Cubs play host to the Brewers at 7:08. And Week 6 of the NFL kicking off tonight between the Giants and Eagles. You can join me for this one at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge, Century Casino, Fort Road. Smoked brisket cheesesteaks on special, an NFL jersey up for grabs, and it'll be your next chance to qualify into a draw for a trip for 2 to Los Angeles to see the Rams host the Saints. Sports Update brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club, accepting registration now for Thursday Night Men's Curling League. Plus, you can book your Bonspiel for the upcoming season and get free ice rental with the purchase of a buffet dinner. Visit egmgolf.com for more details.
It's such a special day. Bagpipes fired up and the nasty bash is underway. And we know that there's a special place where all the AM nasties can party for just a single day. We are just living the dream since leaving 1260. Beers at Fergie's Place with that trash TV. The Elks did make us proud, and boy, it caused a scene. Cash J's play of the day, and everybody screamed, oh, it just had begun. All the boys and girls, nasty bash at the club. Oh, mama, we're just having fun. Troy was dancing with wheels. It's where we belong down at Fergie's Rugby Club. We're gonna keep on bashing at Fergie's Rugby Club. We'll be two-step dancing over on the hardwood. We're gonna keep on bashing at Fergie's Rugby Club. Fergie's Rugby Club. Fireball shots and corn Tony changing bets outside the door. Big uke and a 6 o'clocker can. Dusty pours it on his head. Now he's a made man. Nelson had a crazy dream. Honey dill for him to eat. Christian from Winnipeg, you've been too good to he. Tred's grandma won't be proud, 'cause in his car he'd sleep. Tommy sees another girl, you know he's gonna scream. Oh, we just have begun. All the boys and girls, nasty bash at the club. Oh, mama, we're just having fun. Trev's dancing with wheels. It's where we belong down at Fergie's Rugby Club. We're gonna keep on bashing at Fergie's Rugby Club. We'll be two-step dancing over on the hardwood. We're gonna keep on bashing at Fergie's Rugby
All right, it's
Club.
8:38 on the Nielson Show. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for your boys. Greatly appreciate it. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio today. The 8 o'clock hour of the Nielsen Show, brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions, and Appraisals. We're just over 220 likes. We'll probably crank that up a notch here before we wrap this bad boy today. So, yeah, hammer that over there. If you've not yet subbed to the channel, it'd be great. And if you are listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, please create awareness that we are here now doing the show to kick off our day on Edmonton Sports Talk on 95.7 Cruise FM. Just tell your buddies to check it out. That'd be terrific. The Nielsen Show today and every day brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Whoa. That's pretty good, eh?
No whistle today.
What's that?
No whistle today.
No, I whistle. I remember I was scrambling. I didn't have hot takes before the show.
I know. My
Settled in
computer
nicely,
wouldn't turn
but,
on.
your computer wouldn't start properly. It was a real mess around here before the show. Trev saved the day with the computer. Clutch moment, actually.
What is this? The top of the Oilers crease beginning the third period?
Save the take. We got the Alberta the Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment coming up. Scalding hot takes we're going to do right away because Gager's ready. We'll do the Selly Sports Bar and Lounge Thursday Night Football Challenge as well. Give you a chance to win a gift certificate there with the Thursday Nighter tonight. And then the wrap for William Huff. Let's bring in Joaquin Gage today from Two Guys and a Goalie and EST Afternoons. And he was at Marshall's swimming graduation last night.
Wow.
Gager, it's great to see you there, buddy, at the old True Blue graduation.
Yeah, that was great. The little, I am a sucker for live music. You know me, Dusty.
That was a great band.
Great band, but let's be real here. The real reason I was there was to suck up with the future CEO of Edmonton Sports Talk and just get my foot in the door. All right, like it was the one part was absolutely hilarious, and this is what really sealed it for me is when my wife asked Marshall how old he was and maybe that he wanted to work at True Blue Swim Club once he reaches a certain vintage. And the look that Marshall gives Dusty, he go like you could see it. I saw it in his eyes. He goes, "But Dad," without words, "But Dad, I'm taking over EST." And I go, "That's right. And that's why I'm here." And everything just fell into place. Probably the only thing, because the Oilers didn't fall into place, but my plan went to perfection last night.
Genius. I could tell. So Gager's wife goes, "Yeah, how old are you, Marshall?" And Marshall's like, "Well, I'm 10. She goes, "Well, in 5-6 years, you could work here, teaching swimming lessons and stuff." And Marshall's trying to be polite, and he's just like, "Oh, yeah." So I looked at him, and I said, "Listen, buddy," I said, "you can work here till you're 18, then you can still come work at EST." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He thought he was committing to a career like on the spot last night.
Trying to be nice about it, though, is a great deal. Thank you.
Oh, God, I could see the passion. The first time I saw the passion, so it was great.
Yeah, he's all in, man. Like, he just wants to be here.
Night, too.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was an awesome night. Yeah,
picture.
they get their certificate, walk across, get their picture taken across the stage.
Oh,
it was a really fun night. Yeah, and it was funny because there was two Marshalls there. And Marshall came out with his picture up, but they confused the Marshalls. So Marshall's sitting there, and his picture comes up again, and it's like, Marshall could not be here tonight. And Marshall's looking around, it's like, "But I was here. I already got my thing." I'm like, "Oh, it's okay, buddy. Like, don't worry about it." It was a lot of fun last night. Gager, I know you'll get into it on ESG Afternoons, and we'll certainly dive into it in Two Guys and the Goalie as well. But just your thoughts on the third goal last night as a former goaltender. on Skinner just sort of leaving it there and it getting poked in? I mean, how bad was that?
It was miscommunication. I always hated when D-men came straight at me like that, but that's part of the communication. These are things you iron out before. In my mind, I would say the blame is 60-40, with the 60 going against Skinner. But because of first of all, there was a bobble, right? He left the bobble. But if there's a bobble and you recognize danger, cover it. Right? There's no need to. This isn't it looked like a summer league play, right? Where he's going to just bat it into the corner and nonchalantly. Got to be a little bit more into it at that point. But in Bouchard's case, why are you coming straight up the goalie like that? Just go off to the side, like open up as you want the pass, right? And then his reaction just with the arm up afterwards is just hilarious. But I would say they both have blame, more so for Skinner, bad communication. But if there is a bobble like that, cover the puck up. Come on, you still don't have enough tape on your stick to do plays like that anyway.
All right, we'll get into more. Gager will be in. Obviously, the hangout's coming up. Then we'll go log shop. Then it's two guys and goalies, myself, Cass, and Gager. And we'll get into this whole conversation on that goal last night. And then EST afternoons with Hernan and Gager from 1 until 3. All right, scalding hot takes. LTE, you are the defending champion, so you'll go first. I go second. Trev, you got the hammer today.
Yes.
Trev, you good to go?
Yes, sir.
You're good to go, Rick?
Yep.
All right, I'm ready. Gager, you got your system set up? You ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Let's get after it.
Time now for scalding hot takes.
The Blue Jays bullpen should win the Cy Young Award.
Hot take alert.
They shouldn't have fired Dustin Schwartz.
That's a hot take.
Another swing and a miss. Who is that? Aaron Judge or Shaggy in St. Albert?
Careful. That take's hot.
The Flames hit more bars in the shootout than Tommy does on a Friday night.
The hottest of takes.
I guess McDavid should have taken $10.5 million.
Wow, scalding hot take.
Connor Zeri's goal last night was such a high stick, even Wheels was saying, offside!
Hot take alert.
Perhaps Stuart Skinner should have looked at gaining weight over the offseason.
That's a hot take.
Jack Roslovic has already requested a trade to Calgary.
Careful. That take's hot.
McDavid's ovation only lasted 20 seconds. What is this? Fergie's prostate on a night out?
The hottest of takes.
If Stuart Skinner held the door open for Evan Bouchard, neither would ever make it through the door because they'd both be waiting for the other one to walk through it.
Wow, scalding hot take.
Skinner's play was so loose and easy on the third goal, Tommy slid into his DMs after the game.
Hot take alert.
Even Dustin Schwartz would have told Skinner to cover that one up.
That's a hot take.
Instead of big game hunting, Stan Bowman is setting up a trap line and hoping for the best.
Careful. That take's hot.
Lieutenant Jarek and YouTube Trev lose.
The hottest of takes.
Just like Subway, if you purchase a drink for Tommy, you too will get at least 6 inches.
Wow, scalding hot take.
All right, there you go. Scalding hot takes. Let's turn it over to the judge, Joaquin Gage.
Well done, boys. Good one. But I have to say, the Mets stand put.
Whoa, LTE.
For another week.
Wow.
LTE.
Thankful.
That was great. That was really good.
All right. Congratulations, buddy. Back to back.
Thank you.
Now your family gets to have the Mitt for Thanksgiving.
Carve the turkey with the Mitt on.
Yeah. That's good.
I just like to say in my short victory speech here, I thought it was
some of Trev's finest work. I thought it was some of Trev's finest work. That was good, yeah.
The 6.
Yeah,
great hammer, Trev. Great hammer. No pun intended on that last take, but I felt that Eric's takes were so consistent throughout everything. There was a very fine consistency, whereas it was a little bit more up and down, somewhat like Skinner's play with the other two guys.
Oh, get this guy the mitt. Gager, we'll see you in the office later, buddy.
Later.
There you go. That is Joaquin Gage.
Yeah, you kind of you're grabbing. You're reaching.
I was grabbing on that one. But I thought it was kind of funny.
It was good. Yeah.
Janky's loose.
Do it again.
Janky's loose.
And again.
It was tough trying to put a J into Jarek and Trev.
Yeah,
that wasn't ideal. Trev mentioned Subway in there. This is a nice transition, actually.
Yep.
Because next Wednesday, Edmonton Sports Talk will be live on location at the Subway down in the Sawapta development here on the West End. The oil stream will be live. The lock shop will be live there. If you swing on by Any purchase will get you a free 6-inch sub. Come on in, get a drink, get a cookie, get a bag of chips. You're going to get a free 6-inch sub with any purchase. And you'll also fill out a ballot to win a $100 Subway gift card as well. This is at 101 70th, 186th Street. 101 70th, 186th Street. You know you're going down Stony Plain Road towards the Henday? Used to be a Subway on the left side by the Walmart. That Subway is now moved over to a brand new location, complete with a drive-through, on the other side by where that business Costco is. That's where we're going to be set up from 11 until 1. We'd love to have you stop by. Come on in and get a free 6-inch sub with any purchase. Should be good. I'm going to be trying to eat a dozen cookies during the oil stream.
We should set a play Alberta like an over-under type of...
I think I could probably eat a dozen chocolate chip cookies during the oil stream. They're big chocolate chip cookies.
Just the chocolate chip one? You're not going around the block.
Nothing against the macadamia. Nothing against the oatmeal raisin.
Just want to get
I'm a chocolate chip cookie guy. Anyway, that's next Wednesday, 11 to 1. We'll be setting up shop at Subway on the West End here. Come by and get a free 6-inch sub.
Yeah, I think we all had a Tommy take as well.
Yeah, we did make some. I really like my Tommy take. I thought it might move the needle a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, let's get to your Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment. Every great place starts with courage. Alberta Blue Cross is proud to support Albertans through all of life's meaningful moments.
We discussed it earlier in the program.
What was that?
Well, you've always had faith in the Blue Jays all season long.
I didn't want to bring it up.
People were saying bullpen game. You said tut-tut.
Did you hear me yesterday on the show? Everybody's freaking out. They're saying, oh, bullpen game, it's over, it's done. The Yankees are going to win in 5, and this is going to be the worst collapse ever. And I sat here as courageous as I've ever been.
Yes.
And I said, you're all wrong. Listen here, everybody. Bullpen is going to shut down the Yankees' big bats. And Schneider is going to manage that bullpen in the finest of ways. And they're going to not use one arm. They're not going to use 2 arms. They're not going to use 3 arms. They're not going to use 4 arms. They're not going to use 5 arms. They're not going to use 6 arms. They're not going to use 7 arms. They're going to use 8 arms. I think it was 8 arms, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They're going to use 8 arms. And that's how they're going to get it done. And it takes courage to have that kind of take the morning of a bullpen game. By the way, they're now 7-2 in bullpen games.
So why are we?
I don't know.
Why don't we look at the numbers?
I mean, I think when you get to the first
it's all a vibe here with
game
the
1 of the World Series, why not go with the bullpen game? Just to throw people off. Talking about courageous moves.
And you parlay your starters for...
Save them.
You get that out
Maybe you bring them out of the pen later on.
Hey,
who knows?
Who needs them?
Nobody needs them.
The way this bullpen's playing.
I mean, they all get limited to so few pitches. You could do a bullpen game every day. They all come out of the bullpen. Your Savage is in the bullpen. Yep. Gosman's in the bullpen. Gosman did go out to the bullpen last night briefly. Probably just get some of that genius rubbed off on him.
Very courageous of you to stand alone in the, when everyone else was quivering and shivering.
You know where I found that courage? Alberta Blue Cross. That's where I found it. If it wasn't for them, I would have been sitting here yesterday looking like a fool, saying you should have changed your ALDS roster and had another starter in there. Not me.
Not me. Not me.
I love a good old not me.
Not me.
Not me.
You got to hit it right, though.
Yeah.
For a good not me to work. Like,
that was good.
Yeah. This text comes in, no handle. Maybe an FMer, who knows. The Octopen.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays Octopen.
Yes. Put John Schneider's face on Dr. Octopus's body.
And then coming off of the ends, it's the pictures of all.
He's got the picture.
Yeah. This is Varlin.
What are you going to do now?
This over here. Yeah. That'd be kind of funny, actually. Somebody actually put together a pretty cool video on Twitter of all 8 guys pitching at the same time. And you can see where all of their arm
neat
angles were coming from. And it kind of actually looked like Doc Ock.
It would, yeah. With all the,
That's your courageous moment. Every win, every setback, every moment of courage. Alberta Blue Cross is proud to be right there with Albertans through all of life's meaningful moments. Whew! That gets you fired up, doesn't it? Ryan in the West End texts in, says, this is the guy who sent in the Octopen text. Hey, Ryan in the West End, you boys sound sweet on FM. My man. That's what I'm talking about.
Clean and crisp.
Sometimes it'll even sound better if I go, let's all use our deep voices right now. Hi, you're listening to the Nielson Show on FM radio.
coming up there.
Let's see what is coming up
Then
before we
you
get to
can
the
you can
wrap here.
intro the with the FM
let me
tone,
see.
yeah.
What's what are we looking at here? Let's scroll ahead to 9:05 today. Give me some Limp Bizkit.
You click
eh?
on that now clock and it'll take you right there. Oh, yes, this is great.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Coming up on 95.7 Cruise FM just after 9 o'clock this morning, we'll have the latest from Alanis Morissette. You ought to know. That was a pretty good one. That'll be followed by Kim Mitchell's Lager and Ale.
You
ought to know.
You ought to.
You sound just like her.
Kevin from The Office did that for the karaoke. That's another
I
reason.
never
you need
watched
to get to see.
Office
You're missing
front
so
to
much
back.
there,
I know lots of The Office, but I didn't watch it religiously, All right, Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Let's get into this. Hey, why not? We got a big road favorite tonight. There's no road dog as an option here.
Will somebody pick the Giants? You'll be a courageous moment as well.
Yeah,
enjoy
that
Dustin
really
on
would
top
be.
of the mountain there.
Yeah, you can come hang out with me at Alberta Blue Cross. I'm there every afternoon.
The Jays bullpen and the New York Giants.
The early bird bet of the day, by the way, for this game with our title sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk over at Play Alberta. Saquon Barkley, anytime touchdown. A.J. Brown, 4 catches or more, plus 130. As for this game tonight, it's still sitting at 7.5. If you like the Eagles, minus 7.5 points, text Eagles to 780-218-9999. If you like the Giants, plus the 7.5 points at home, text Giants. So it's Eagles or Giants. The spread is 7.5. Text it in. Just pick one team. Don't be a sneaky boy or sneaky girl. Just text one team to 780-218-9999. If you get it correct, you go into a draw. Win a gift certificate to Selly Sports Bar Lounge, which is where Eric will be, Century Casino 4 Road tonight for the game, if you'd like to join them. Eagles or Giants? Eagles, Giants, Eagles, Giants, Giants, Eagles, Giants. Wow, it's pretty even.
I don't mind the
pretty
Giants
even
at
so
that
far.
7.5 at home.
I mean,
The way the
it's
Eagles
a
have been-
divisional game. It's
Yeah.
7.5.
It's Thursday night, which is always a little voodoo.
Eagles offense has been not what it was.
Yeah.
Well. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, there's only one place to go. William Huff. Go see Bruce William Huff. He's over there at williamhuff.com. Bruce Simpson and the Simpson family, they do an awesome job. Great to work with. williamhuff.com, they've been doing since 1952. All right, what did we learn today, boys? What did we learn on this show today? Nothing? Nobody learned anything?
Some days, well, no, but some days it's not like in terms of like sport. I always like to do sports news because it's a sports show and a sports stage.
nothing
right?
broke today.
breaking
Nothing
of
broke today.
breaking news. But again, in our discussions, I mean, we learned a lot about. I mean, your Thanksgiving tradition of eating stuffing out of the box.
Oh, I love it.
I think Trev
That's
had
what I was gonna
you had an assist to Brandon Davidson
assisted.
pouring his gravy. You assisted him.
I did do that.
In his gravy thing, and then fireworks, which is an odd Thanksgiving tradition.
It was weird. They live out, on a farm,
Yeah,
so
you
it
can
was
light
nice.
them
It
off
was pretty
whenever.
cool.
Yeah.
But
This is it right here. Trev handing gravy to Brandon Davidson at Thanksgiving dinner.
And here he is having the time of his life.
and that's pretty
you.
accurate.
25-0 as well on the kind of
Yeah, that was a big one.
A nice number. El Presidente taking.
I love that stovetop stuffing so much that I eat it straight out of the little pack and then just drink hot water.
Oh, yeah.
And then in my belly, it just becomes stuffing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he'd do it in the
Pretty
mouth.
good. It's pretty good. We're going to get to your text of the day, but let's go to your sound of the day today. Sound of the day. I think there's only one place we can go here, boys.
Yankee lose. Dale. Da Yankee lose. Da Yankees lose. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, let's do it again. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Let's go, baby.
Another one.
But you don't take it personal. I get it.
One more. The Yankees lose.
Oh, my God. I think somewhere Big Poppy this morning is still yelling that out.
Yeah, and I think he said one or two more after that,
he
too.
said, let's do it again. And then he said, one more time.
Yes.
He's loving it. That is your sound of the day. Let's get into your Royal Pizza text of the day.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Busy day. Paris Jewelers inbox, very busy place today. see what we can find here. I had one that I
should have done it before the Sully's pick'em.
I know. Now all those texts are lost in there. Everybody's getting in on the Sully's pick'em. I like this one. I don't know if Chris in Alabama is going to be able to use a Royal Pizza gift certificate, but Chris in Alabama is going to win it.
Royal Pizza. Clearing pucks would be great.
That's a good one.
You rhymed great.
Royal
with great.
Pizza.
Yeah,
clearing pucks would be great. In honor of the third goal last night that was just allowed to sit right in front of Stuart Skinner.
Put them on your Thanksgiving plate.
I mean, Gager, that's a good one. Gager made a good point on that. Bush could have swung to one of the corners, and then Skinner could have knocked it to one of the corners.
Skating directly.
Instead, he was barreling right down on him.
He was trying for the goal.
Yeah. Bush was looking for a loose rebound. Bury that thing. Oh, well, whatever. They got a point.
Canucks Saturday night.
It's the first game of the year, and they get the
Saturday
Canucks.
night.
What's going to happen with the Canucks? Demko's going to steal one?
Look, back-to-back Cup finals, back-to-back opening night losses. They got them right where they want them.
Yeah, this is what happens. I would probably bet them to win the Cup right now after last night. But when you do, use your game sense, obviously. 8 o'clock hour in the Nielsen Show has been brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions, and Appraisals. Make them your first call. What are we watching tonight, boys?
Giants and Eagles, and as well as the NLDS, as both the Cubs and Phillies look to remain alive as well. We got here a 4:08. First pitch, 4:08, Dodgers and Phillies, Cubs, Brewers at 7:08. So we'll be having those ball games up at Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge, as well as your Thursday nighter, Eagles and Giants. And 14 games in the NHL. Busy.
This is what we call a full slate on the Lock Shop.
Full slate, yes.
Full slate on the Lock Shop. I'm going to be watching Dwayne Ford eat steak tonight, which is one of my favorite things to do.
Are you going to
It's
Memories?
like, who's the guy that painted the Sistine Chapel? Michelangelo?
Picasso.
No, I think it was Michelangelo.
Da Vinci.
Bob Ross.
So is it a keg night?
No, he wants to go to a place in Regina. You might know it. Golf Steakhouse.
I've heard of that.
Anyway, Dwayne
You've got to go to that
crush
Big
it.
Lebowski.
I do want to go
restaurant.
there at some point. I'll have to book an extra day.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dwayne is, and the guy crushes steak like nobody ever seen him.
You're not eating anything. You're just going to sit there and watch patiently. Yeah, and you're going to love it.
And be like a dog and just eat what falls off his plate. That's it. All right, the Hangout is coming up next. If you're on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com or over on YouTube, download those apps if you haven't already. Very easy. We've got a handful of shows still coming talking about this Oilers loss to the Calgary Flames. That'll be going from 9 to 11. Then the Lock Shop from 11 until 1. Two guys in the goalie with myself, Cass and Gager from 12 until 1. EST Afternoons with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage from 1 till 3. And then the Reid Wilkins Show from 3 until 6. So join us over online there. If you're looking for that great classic rock here at 95.7 Cruise FM, we've got Alanis on the way as well. The Nielsen Show brought to you by
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
For YouTube Trav, Lieutenant Eric, I'm Dustin Nielsen. Take it easy.